This is John Wick 2.
Okay,
yeah, we started live. Okay.
So
Yay.
we're here to chat about the one, the only, the amazing, spectacular, web-slingering Spider-Man. My name is John, and I'm here with guests.
Hello.
You can say your name, sir.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm Tevya Smolka, and you know me from my YouTube channel, like movie review, my comic review, my game reviews.
Your walkthroughs. Hey guys, I'm John Avenger. What's up, guys? It's good to be here. We're gonna talk about the wall crawler. I brought a little guest with me. This is the Black Widow I got at GameStop. So just say hi.
Yay.
Black Widow. So cute. Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, I got it for $1. So anyway, yeah, I'm here to bash some of the films soon later. But anyway, we'll get to that. But yeah.
And Brian just signed on Skype just in time.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, Parker,
James,
or anything.
can't wait to talk about probably my favorite comic book character of all time, Spider-Man. Can't wait to talk about of all time.
Yes. We shall talk about the Spider-Man.
Okay, I am Parker Smykle, and my lighting in my room looks like shit. J.J. Abrams just hacked my computer, so I'm gonna have to wait until it works. So yeah, I think we're all Spider-Man fans here. I agree with Anthony. He is my favorite character as far as comics goes. And there's been films that had treated him well, and other characters in his mythology well, and some that fucking raped him. That's that. Yeah, I will go that far. They rape certain characters up the ass. We'll get to those. There'll be debates, but anyway, I'm here. Hopefully the lighting will be fixed soon. I'll try it, but yeah.
Okay, so first off, I think we shall. Oh, hey, Brian. Yeah, sweet.
Oh shit. Here we go.
And Josh.
Are we going to get into why this movie was shit yet?
Oh, definitely. I'm pretty sure we will. Jeez. Okay, now my camera.
I don't own that movie. I don't want it. I do not want that in my collection.
Okay, first let's just talk about our history with Spider-Man, like what got us into the character, our first exposure with said character, and all, etc. Let's start with Parker, since he's like the most Spider-Man fan of us all.
Okay, so as far as me,
hey, I met Stan Lee. I think I'm the most hardcore one.
Okay, then Brian can start of this.
Okay, sure. I really don't give a fuck. So Brian, let's hear from you.
That was me. Okay, so I got into Spider-Man through the movies, pictures, and stuff like that. Yep, one sec, guys.
Again.
The fuck.
Oh.
The feedback again. Oh well. Hello, guys.
Wait, what the fuck's happening?
I'll be right back. Brian said that. Okay, I guess you can
I
go.
guess I can go then. I guess I mean I don't need to go into detail. I did tons of shit on my channel. We did tons of shit. I did I think it's an hour long video of me just talking about my history of Spider-Man. It's on my channel. Just an hour long randomness. But I got in with the 90s cartoon and the first two Spider-Man films, or I would say the first one more. But yeah, I mean I read the comics. Jesus, so many DVDs flopping everywhere. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I used to wear the hat all the time. I still wear it. That hat is, it's like over there. You guys can't see where, so this is what I'm doing is completely pointless, but the hat is over there. So I used to wear that all the time. Now I haven't been wearing it lately, but yeah, I mean, love Spider-Man. I mean, what else? It's on my avatar though. If I go to, it's there. So, but anyway.
Yeah, it is. It should have.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So
that's the same picture from last year. Yeah.
Yep, keeping that image.
Yeah. Keep that in there. It's iconic.
Yep. Yeah, wait, is Brian still? I don't know what the hell. Because it was like weird, quiet. Okay, yeah, he said. Oh, never mind.
So, Parker,
God, I fucking hate you planes. Goddamn, you fucking flying. I swear. Like these fucking pilots know when I'm doing a hangout. Every time. I swear. During a hangout, don't I say there's a fucking plane just flying over? You can't hear the shit. Like,
But I'm sleeping sometimes.
man, fuck you,
Oh, no.
plane.
Oh no, the guy was spying on you. Run away.
What? So what were you saying, Sean? You're saying about something?
Your Spider-Man intro?
Pretty much. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, we'll go into more detail, but as far as just the intro, that's kind of it, you know.
Little the intro.
Yes, comic book nerd. Go.
Huh.
I just want to know. I got in Spider-Man through the 90 cartoon, obviously. Not the 90 cartoon. I got it through the
Holy
game as
fuck!
well.
What the fuck was that?
Hold on.
No idea.
Was that like a zipper?
Man, that sounded like someone was cutting their skin.
Incarnated the character. Was sang any movies. Also, got into the comic. This is one of my kids, Spider-Girl, Mary Parker, the dog people of Mary Jane, who after deserted the main universe. Thank you one more day. It came from everything. And it does not said Spider-Girl is a great character. Also,
Yeah, babe, we know you
side note.
Renee story. We get it.
Yeah. We need a verse. We can say that sequel right after is great.
Renew your power.
Fun back in it. These from the same way as SWAT, even though I don't like the current stuff, these are the one with good current stuff. It's so adorable. I also got into trying to
Yeah, I shut my phone because you know I want to give you guys my attention. Yeah.
Owen Farron, the comics, TV show's garbage. He's kind of great.
There's Doctor Strange. Yay.
Yep, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, Shang-Chi.
Moon Knight. That's a character we need to see soon.
Yep.
Like in a Netflix series or something.
But the one and only Daredevil. Yep, Daredevil. We need a team up to happen. Like, Marvel, please make it happen. They're inspired a quick character. The team is amazing. Volume in Open Spider-Man, saying that volume 17. Also, finally, made my boss, which Mario is a good character, but probably don't know its character right now is settling. They're gonna make the good sequel with nonsense, which that's not talk about now, Dave. Anywho, to wrap the intro up again, I don't want to go today. We'll probably get more detail later, but that's just about me in a nutshell.
John, how about you go?
Well, I saw the cartoon when I was a kid. I saw Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I saw an episode of that. I really loved the character because he was a bright, friendly character with a lot of personality and, a lot of comic book fans. I loved the first movie when I saw that in the theater. That was a treat for me. When I was 17, I was anxiously waiting for a film. They said it in the 90s. They're going to make a film. They're going to make a film. And then finally they made it. And I was like, oh, thank God. And it came right after 9/11, which was huge for me because, I was around in New York when that happened. So I wasn't in Manhattan, but, after that, I needed something to,
lift your spirits.
My spirits. Yeah. And that's how I felt. That's why the movie was so important to me. I mean, I would have probably just, been dismissed for the character, but they did it right. They did a lot of things right with that first film. The second was great. The third one's flawed, but I still have some fun with it. And then the Amazing Films, I was like, yeah, this is...
Oh, the main film.
I hated both of those with a passion. I'll get to that. But then when Civil War came out last year, oh my God, it rejuvenated that character, and we needed that.
Yeah, Civil War saved Spider-Man from destruction.
Yeah, because Sony didn't understand what to do with the character. They just, the dark and gritty route didn't work for me. It doesn't work. The Venom, that's dark and gritty.
Yeah, indeed. Dark and gritty Spider-Man only works for two stories: Crimson's Hunt and Maximum Carnage. That's it. Those are two storylines that make sense.
Because we haven't
I think
even seen
those are
Carnage. For
two
that,
of the
we can make
best.
him dark and gritty. Yeah.
But yeah,
His
what
costume
you said,
dark and
those
all
two
that, it just
comic.
doesn't work. It only works for
Oh
the
my God.
symbiote suit. That's it.
Indeed, the black suit well.
So yeah, that's how I got introduced to him, and I've been a fan of him ever since, especially after last year.
Yeah. Josh? No.
I can't hear a thing.
Nah, man. But as I was saying with the.
Can you hear us?
This is so
Yeah.
fucking awkward.
Yeah, I know. Every time,
Yeah.
it's like his sound is just messed up. I don't know. It sounds like a fan is going off. It's like warmer for some reason, even though it's still winter.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's like 50 degrees over here where I live, and I'm like, it's not even spring yet, and it feels like spring.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Why does it sound global warming?
Okay,
But
so,
you know what?
Anthony, how about your introduction to Spider-Man or whatever?
Will like Parker and Tevya.
Order.
Wait, let him talk. Let him talk. Yeah.
Same.
Yes, like Parker and Tevya, the '90s cartoon. They rerun that on Toon Disney back in the day, like in the early 2000s. And of course, the first movie, which was one of the first movies I saw younger. I used to play that movie a lot on DVD back in the day, back in the early 2000s when I was taller. And the MTV TV show, which I think is underrated.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that.
The MTV
Yeah.
show I never got to watch, but I saw shirts of it. It looked weird.
Okay, so since I'm the only one left until Brian gets back, I will say my introduction. My introduction to the character was, well, pretty much like a lot of people, this movie probably.
Yep.
Now, you've heard the stories of people saying that, oh, the X-Men series was the one that, like, revitalized the superhero genre. This was my X-Men.
Yeah, it helped Nick the Blade.
This was my X-Men. This got me into the superhero movies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to have this on video. I think I still do in my closet or something, but I wanted to upgrade it to the DVD. And so I watched it on video, probably on television or so, I don't know. But yeah,
I looked at VHS years ago, but I watched on theaters first.
True. Well, I didn't go to the theaters. But yeah,
You were really young, Sean. You were like, what, 12?
I was at least 11 when it was.
2002?
But yeah, I watched it, loved it, freaking got hooked on this series and this character. So that when Spider-Man 3 came out, I went to see it in theaters, had tons of fun. Went to see Amazing Spider-Man in theaters. Was like, I saw this movie 10 years ago. And I saw
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
kicking the nuts.
Yeah. And it was done after that.
Thankfully.
Yeah, time 2, what DVD did. Awesome.
And then thankfully, a little movie called Captain America Civil War and a studio named Marvel Studios gave me hope that we could get a good Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
God, I hope it would be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the best, but
Indeed.
there's no way it could be as bad as the last two. There's no way. I know that. I believe that.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
that
and there's
right
no
this
way it could be
time.
that over Spider-Man TV show. It was not chicken and ball to me.
If he's Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Gwen Spool, I don't care who. As long as
Gwenpool.
it's done well,
Even Spider-Gwen.
I'm for it. Yeah,
Gwenpool
exactly.
together.
I just want a good movie. That's all I want. I don't want perfection.
But yeah, so since we've all gotten our introductions,
Wait, John also said, and I got into the character a lot more, and I enjoyed William Churdy. Loved it so much. And, but I have to two-man two-film.
Andrew Garfield
When the
version. I agree.
Bunny get the other two out as some 2 as in 3. Homecoming better make it up for actual Andrew Garfield version of Spider-Man.
Hold on.
Okay. Then you're written done, Josh.
so where do we want to start? movies, TV show?
Let's take this off.
The
Good
comic.
question.
That too, comics. Well, how about this? Let's start with the movies first. That's what I'm pretty sure everyone has seen.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what I suggested as well before we started. So
Well,
sure.
yeah, I think so because I think movie makes more
Let's go
sense.
through Parker's plan. Then we can start with the movies. Who wants to start
Wait.
first?
Much better.
Who should go first?
How about you?
Okay. What? All right. Spider-Man 1. What can I say? Why I've not been said on my channel? What can I say? Why I've not been on my other videos I made, but movies. I made a video about the movie I did years ago. Anyways, when this movie was first announced, I was excited to help because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and watched so many theaters. It's not disappointing because the game I did to this movie, the PS2, it's a GameCube game, way back when that game coming out, and that game. At the point that game and seeing the movie, I love the movie. The movie might be great. We hit it. That game, even with the movie tie-in, that game actually was awesome. But the movie didn't know actually adapted. It did adapt the game actually because the game obviously had more characters, like Shotgun Scorpion. But this movie might be actually was amazing. One period, like it got the character right, it got people right. Like say some people say, "Oh my God, it not people right." I call bullshit. One, Tom McGuire was great at people as Spider-Man. Yes, he didn't cripple, but that's the point. It's a different time, different era. And plus, yeah, but he doesn't quit. But he didn't quit all the time. But when he's serious, to make the character work. Sometimes that what works in the comic.
Are we talking about the shit one yet?
I knew it.
Not yet.
Brian coming at one point, just burst something out.
We're talking about the shit one, right?
Yes, Brian, we'll get to
Okay.
We're talking
Getting
about
to the good one, the first one, the one that started it all.
Oh, you mean the first one?
One of the
saying
biggest
goes-
money makers of all time, too.
we're talking about
This one?
It all goes downhill from here.
Oh, okay.
No, not that one. Not yet.
Awful, Brian. I can't see a thing.
we're talking about this one first.
Hold on.
There is no movie.
Got the Blu-ray finally.
Hello.
Oh, and the movies.
What's up?
Who is that?
Let me put my
Look at the show.
here we go.
Okay, you
What's
guys,
up?
you guys remember that Apocalypse where I go? No. He's the guy who gave it to me.
Man, talk about a
Hello.
fucking full house. Jesus Christ.
Hello.
No one's gonna get a chance to talk.
It's a
Shit.
joke. It's a joke. The hat's a joke. The hat's a joke.
Wow.
Donald Trump's pride
Radio
was to
Oh,
make
God.
Spider-Man great again.
So
He
we're talking
said, as elected president to all you nerds, I will make Spider-Man great again, and Sony's gonna pay for it. Believe me, it's gonna be the best. The best. Believe me, the best. Tremendous.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
You're welcome.
Keep politics out of this, man.
Okay. Okay. This is for the first Raimi movie, by the way.
Yeah. Before we go political,
And nuts.
Dude, we're all gonna go nuts. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That fucking
Happily
ride
gone.
too late for my prank. But anyway, let's talk about the movie before that asshole became president, and we had Bush 43, the other asshole.
Oh yeah.
Like the one around, which is where Spider-Man 1 came out. Okay. Who's talking about Spider-Man 1?
I think Tevya was.
I'm an asshole.
I was.
Continue.
Before 2 or 3 other
I'm
people.
sorry.
Yeah, that's okay, man. Ooh, what was that? Oh yeah, this movie. Oh yeah, the crap show. Like somebody was there like throwing the computer. I think one. Sometimes they're working a comic. They're trying to watch the movie. That's what Sam Raimi did. Sam Raimi had to improvise.
Yes.
So he only did small clips. That's fine. And I think that makes sense. What is incarnated for the character? Different incarnation in different medium. Sometimes what works in comics well,
Don't
like,
put on film.
then it worked over the movie
Mhm.
at the time. That's what Sammy did. He made some changes, but they were necessary changes. And guess what? It actually worked. It got the character right. It got actually the origin right. It got everything perfected right. The only change they made the organic women. That's a who cares?
Cameron's idea was the organic weapon.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, so we're talking
I
about like,
like the organic women.
yo. We're talking about the
Who
Cameron one.
cares?
Like a little bit about the Cameron one.
No, we're
Yeah,
talking
why
about
not?
Cameron.
What he wanted, James Cameron's ideas that
Yeah,
ended
what
up
James
in this
Cameron
film.
idea?
Well, I mean, some of his ideas were okay, but
That's
I mean,
true.
the problem with Cameron's Spider-Man, it wasn't the right type. It wouldn't have been the right Spider-Man movie.
Wait, wasn't wasn't it supposed to be like some sort of giant fucking robot at the end or
It
some
was
bullshit?
supposed, no, it was. Really
Yeah, I think so.
Doc, maybe. All I know is that fucking movie was weird.
Movie was all over the
Like
place.
I think I
Superman
saw a-
Lives.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure. They might talk a little bit about it on this. This is like a bonus.
Ooh,
disc
Drop
anyway.
Edition. I know that. I know Drop
No, it's
Edition.
like the third disc,
Weird.
and I got this at Comic-Con for like $1.
Well,
Nice.
So it's
Wait,
unlicensed. Huh?
That I need to see.
No, it's not
I need to see
unlicensed.
what I'm talking about.
It was an official release, but it just came like.
I guess in the box set that came out a couple years back.
Yeah, it came
Well,
out in like a box set. So it's supposed to be like this, which would have been a 3-disc. But we've got the 2-disc.
Oh.
So
Oh well.
I learned a lot about Spider-Man from that bonus disc, by the way. It was a really good bonus disc. In fact, all these bonus discs has taught me a lot about Spider-Man. But when you look at like that first film,
Indeed.
it was like Blade, X-Men, Spider-Man 1 were the movies to launch superheroes. They were the ones to be like, hey, superheroes can make you money. Superheroes can be good. Superheroes can not always follow the source material, but still be an interesting.
Actually, adapt the source material correctly.
Yeah. I mean, like, I really think that Raimi, if you listen to the behind the scenes of what Raimi was thinking when he was making that movie, it made sense. It wasn't. I know everyone says that movie was really cheesy. Maybe, but I never really bought the cheesy nature. It may have been lighthearted and bright, but it had some dramatic ass shit.
Yeah,
No,
it needed to be.
It was made after 9/11. It had to be lighter. It couldn't be.
It had to be fun.
Batman Begins.
Well, yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
like, you needed, like, after 9/11, you needed some escapism, because everyone, I mean, you grew up with, I mean, John, you were, like, a teenager when that shit happened.
I was 16 when it happened.
So you saw
and
that.
then when the movie came out, I was 17.
Came out, you felt like a proud New Yorker. You're like, fuck yeah.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Exactly. So
I love that line.
I still think that the movie holds up really well in this sense. The drama and Toby's performance. Yeah, the technology is a little bit dated because
dated. But
like a little bit. Like it's almost like it's gonna be 20 years old in a few years. God, I feel old. Okay, ignoring that. When you look at the first Spider-Man movie, especially
that must be ancient.
It's 15 years old this year. 15 years.
15 years old. Holy shit, time flies.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Dude,
So when I was
years ago.
when I saw Spider-Man 1, I saw it in like 2003 on DVD. Like I remember the store. I got 3 movies that day. I got Spider-Man 1, Batman Forever, and some discs, some DVD with the pilot of the Incredible Hulk and the second season premiere. I still have that DVD because it's got a really decent interview with Lou Ferrigno on it. But when I first saw Spider-Man 1, I fell in love with it. Maybe it was because I was the right age to see it. I was a kid. I was 8.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I loved Toby. I loved the writing. I loved the acting of the movie. I loved the dynamic between Willem Dafoe and Tobey Maguire. Yeah, like everyone says, oh, Willem Dafoe is cheesy. He's no more cheesy than Nicholson's Joker.
Agreed.
Yeah. He was great in that, by the way.
Yeah,
I love that.
He's great. Like,
Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin is a very iconic role. Now, I did see a more practical effect version of the suit. Like, it's online. You can look up like a prototype of the mask where it looks really fucking scary and shit. Like they actually did.
Willem Dafoe couldn't wear that mask. It was just too tight.
Yeah.
Which is why I with the armor look.
I remember reading that Dafoe did most of his own stunts in a movie.
Well, yeah, he did. Like you see,
I commend him for that.
Well, you see in the behind the scenes of this movie that he actually did. He was in great fucking shape for.
For his age. Yeah.
We must show each other's DVDs of this film just to compare. If we all have the same version.
No, this is the Blu-ray that recently came out. I had the DVD, but I got rid of I didn't get rid of it. I just put it away somewhere else.
Yeah, if you want, if you're able to, you should get like a 3-disc case. Yeah, you should get like a 3-disc
the full screen version for years until I got this.
Oh, good,
good. Awesome. I love that Doctor Strange poster.
Thank you.
Everybody got a widescreen special edition version.
Widescreen shows everything. The full screen version, it was fine. At least it has all the features, but the widescreen.
You'll lose a lot of the image. You lose a lot of the image when it's full screen.
It's like condensed, like this little.
Well, that's because I'm so happy that era of DVD and video release is dead. I think after DVD came out, they should have just shoved on your throat at that point. Like, oh, you want full screen? Fuck you. This is how the movie looked in theater.
Films are meant to be in letterbox. That's the way it is. Some are not. Some were filmed.
Although sometimes what I learned was interesting is that sometimes they're shot in 4:3 and then cropped for the theatrical release.
Yeah,
like I watched
Wizard of Oz when I saw that in theaters.
I was watching that movie. Like,
TV version.
But anyway, going back to the full screen, widescreen thing, when you look at a full screen movie, it feels condensed. I can understand it in the VHS day.
Yeah.
You know, like when VHS came out.
That's what I grew up with.
A lot of people would have been like, the fuck are these black bars? Is my TV broken? You know,
they thought it was a defective movie.
I know.
It's like this.
You gotta keep it real. You gotta keep it real. People were
black bars being the problem.
Well, you gotta keep it real. People were stupid back then. My mom, unfortunately, included in that, because she's like, I like full screen, Brian. It's not the correct image, Bob. You're an audiophile, for God's sake.
Yeah.
When I saw
everything is in widescreen now on Blu-ray, especially.
Thank God. Anyway, going back to the first movie of Spider-Man, when you look at Cliff Robertson and Tobey Maguire, it's like, oh my God! Especially in the death scene, that Uncle Ben death scene, like it's so perfect. You know, you see him.
Yeah, it affected me more. Catfish in the reboot.
Okay, but we're talking about the first one where it was done right.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Brian, but this movie, you got Uncle Ben's death right. They didn't have Ben trying to.
Dude, we'll get to the reboot. Okay, Sean, you can shit on this movie later. You can shit. Guys, we'll shit on this movie.
Destroy that Blu-ray when we're done with this podcast. Burn it.
We'll shit on this movie when it's appropriate.
Who's wrong? Burn that movie.
Guys,
I can't hear a thing, Josh.
We can get into a vicious.
Burn that one.
About this one's okay. I have to think this one's a decent film. This is the terrible one because it's trying to be fucking mean. It's trying to be like the Raimi ones, but if Raimi was shit.
Indeed.
Well, actually,
it has an identity crisis.
I know, but anyway, going back to the original movie. But anyway, going back to the original movie.
Who's wrong?
There's like
Guys. guys, Amazing Spider-Man later. Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, we gotta get
later.
to the Raimi trilogy first.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
we'll be all day.
Get to that,
The
which I'm not
Raimi-
showing because I don't have the DVDs or the Blu-rays of those.
What?
I don't
suffer from completionist syndrome, John?
No, I
Nope.
can't. If I hate a movie in a series, I'm never buying it. The only reason I have The Force Awakens is because my dad bought it. I didn't buy it. One.
Oh,
Never.
you're gonna shit on Force Awakens. We're gonna have a problem, boy.
Oh, fuck.
We're gonna have a
Okay,
problem.
we'll get to that next
You
time.
don't shit on the Force Awakens in these parts.
It's already over.
I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding. But, when I looked at the first Spider-Man, the Raimi one, I hate when people shit on that one too. Because they're like, oh, it's cheesy. Oh, Tony was a bad
boring. It's not. It's too late.
No. Tobey was the perfect Spider-Man they needed. He was dweeby. He was nerdy. He was like the fucking original Spider-Man ripped out of the comic. Maybe with some of the
Yes, he Peter Parker.
Maybe with some of the ultimate version thrown in, but nevertheless, you still have this great performance in that movie. But when you look at Tobey in this film, especially, like the crying, the emotion, the guilt, then he meets Norman Osborn, and then you get this almost brilliant like father-son square, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Norman, and then you got Peter and Harry. And then Peter and Harry are like decently tight in the first act, and then towards the second act, it starts to sour away.
Indeed.
Because when Norman meets Peter, Norman is like, this is the boy I always wanted. Really subtle in the way it does it, but Harry and Norman don't connect right away. But when you watch Peter and Norman connect, and then you see that they're enemies, it also kind of worked in Batman Returns, you know? Like that type of hero-villain duality. Except it's not a romantic thing, it's a father-son thing.
It's tight, it works, it feels organic. It doesn't feel like a Hollywood movie.
Like, the Smykle and Hyde thing that Dafoe just does so fucking brilliantly. Like, oh my god, the scenes where Norman, Goblin persona are arguing with each other, it just captures the Jekyll and Hyde thing going on.
It really captured doing 60 comics.
Scene where, especially that scene where Norman finds out that
Spider-Man.
Members.
Yeah, like he's like, what do I do? What do I do? Attack the heart, Osborn. We attack from the heart, and then you see in Dafoe's performance. It's like the thing I still wondered, you know, if like while Goblin was getting his glider ready, no, it was obvious. It was the Goblin persona trying to have the mask of Norman Osborn, you know?
Indeed. Yep.
Yeah, like show him off. And then when Norman's dying, that's when Norman is finally like, he says, Peter, don't tell Harry. Which sets up this brilliant fucking conflict throughout the rest of the movie. It's just sad that this freaking movie didn't focus on that whole conflict. Ugh! I like this movie, but let's keep it real. It would have been a much tighter film had they just focused on Peter and Harry.
Brian.
And
Brian, we will get to Spider-Man 3 later because we'll be all day.
I know. We'll get to it later. I'm just bringing this up because the arc and the friendship and all the little things that are set up between Peter and Harry throughout the trilogy as a whole is so damn good.
Brian,
you son of a bitch. That's basically what Spider-Man 3 is.
What was it?
Spider-Man 3 is
What was it?
Raimi, you do what the fuck we want. We're the ones putting into the movie. So you show our shit.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Tevya. I said Tevya for me. Tevya. What were you saying?
Oh, shit. Like I said, you know, and he came with the arc. That arc was actually elected for this show, too. Spider-Man arc is the Goblin arc.
Well, I mean, it's a good fucking arc.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It
You know,
will.
It
And
is.
here's
I mean,
the thing.
also, like-
Season 3 for the show was going to actually do Return of the Goblin, but also going to do it the Hobgoblin and Carnage. But then Sony, who got the rights to this right show, and then we got Open Spider-Man. Which, unlike
The
Open
problem
Spider-Man,
with what's
which is
this?
great.
The problem with the with this movie, I mean, maybe you could say the tone is cheesy, but like I really think what Spider-Man and Peter Parker are in this movie is like Peter Parker in this movie at least you can relate to. You know,
Indeed.
the guy that like a Sheriff Woody thing in a way. I wouldn't be surprised if Woody was kind of Woody's like kind of like the classical good guy, flawed. But when you look at Peter in this movie, yeah, when you look at Peter in this movie, he's also that. He's the that fucks up. It affects him majorly, and he's like trying to redeem himself.
Indeed.
Stories
And
involving
that's why
Spider-Man and Batman together probably works so well because they're both.
Spider-Man and Batman. Here's the thing about that. Yeah, both has him order, but here's the thing. Spider-Man, unlike Batman, Batman is more dark, gritty, more
Are we
crime
including Civil War in the Spider-Man movie? By the way, just curious. Like, are we including Civil War in this?
No, we're just gonna mention his appearance there, quick.
Yeah,
It's
Civil
only 10
War
minutes. It's not like he's in
Civil War is not a Spider-Man movie.
It's Captain
It
America.
feels like one when we finally see him.
I did nerd the fuck out seeing Black Widow
I
and
did.
Spider-Man
I lost
in
it.
the same fucking scene.
Yeah.
Like, holy
shit. We'll get to that in a minute. Which
that was.
But anyway, going back to Toby, you know.
Yeah.
When you look at this first movie,
Toby might be in Bond people
also that last scene with him talking to Mary Jane.
Like, where are you going?
No, like when Willem Dafoe death comes in, like after that final battle, which is a really good final battle, like just the way it's shot in the abandoned building, like.
And there's blood.
The thing about this movie, it's very like it's kind of claustrophobic in a way.
It is, yeah.
Like people are like, "Oh, it's too cheesy. It's too cheesy." Yeah, Spider-Man taking a grenade to the face is so cheesy, and Goblin almost knocking his fucking teeth out. Oh, so cheesy.
Yeah. That's like the Evil Dead. That was so cheesy. The Evil Dead is a great fucking movie, man. I saw that movie a couple years ago.
But when you look at like
great.
Yeah, but when you look at this movie compared to like the modern superhero movies, it's a very for a blockbuster of a superhero scale, it's very contained. Like you do have a few locations.
It's not setting up a universe like the other films did.
But like this is why the first Spider-Man movie, and I think even the second one, worked well as just their own movies.
Their own
you can watch both of these films as their own thing. Yeah. Like you watch this one, you get this vibe of him becoming a man, discovering who he is.
This might give my curse. Who am I? I'm Spider-Man.
The origin story was shorter. It didn't take an hour until we saw him in the film.
I'm not talking about the shorter, although the length definitely helps because they get through the origin, they show you the origin, they show you him getting cocky. Like in a way. And then it's almost like when Peter, with the guilt of it, of him keeping Norman's death from Harry.
And here's the thing about the movie,
like Spider-Man in, I'm gonna say one more thing, and then you will talk. I'm sorry. In this movie, it's like he sacrifices almost everything, like every friendship he has left. He almost cuts himself off from Harry. He rejects Mary Jane. He's the one that says, I don't want you getting hurt. I love you too much. I'm going to honor your father's memory, Harry. He was like a father to me. It's like he's honoring Norman and giving a fuck you to the Goblin. When he's like, I will honor the Goblin. When I will honor
I'll Norman, what last words and requests?
Yeah, I will honor Norman, which is hell for him, and which he ultimately pays for in the second film unintentionally.
Which we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you? So what other like analysis points would you like to bring up for the first film? Because I'm all ears.
Here's my compared to the Titan one for a sec, because even though we're going to get Titan later, but I want to compare and contrast.
Yes, let's. For example, in Chasm, let's see.
Peter never tried the burger.
Wait, are you really calling the Amazing Spider-Man Chasm?
Fuck you!
Chasm? What the fuck?
They mean this one.
Okay,
Which I am okay with.
Yeah, I have no idea what they were saying.
Yeah, basketball Spidey. Emo Spidey, like too much of that.
Emo Spidey, Spider-Man 3, you mean?
No, that's Spider-Man 3. We'll get to that in a minute.
Parker is a douchebag. Douchebag hipster Peter.
Guys, well, we gotta talk about the first movie, and if you want to do a comparing and contrast, because honestly, at this point, like, I was okay with the whole compare and contrast shit, with the web films and the Raimi film, because I was still really fucking bitter about, like, the web films getting more movies than the Raimi films did.
So,
but now I'm just like,
what's the point?
It's over.
This is done. It's dead. It's dead.
Exactly.
Yep.
We're never getting a third one. We didn't get a Sinister Six movie.
It's over.
That would have been another Suicide Squad.
We didn't get that stupid Aunt May fucking film that was gonna fucking retarded.
I'm done. It's like I'm done. I'm almost done. Like, I still hate this fucking movie, but I'm like done. I'm done hating on them together.
2 years.
Now that time has passed, I can say this one's okay. I don't think you compare. I think it's better than Spider-Man 3. Mostly because it's got like a. I think it's got like a better. I think it's got a better narrative. It's a tighter story. It has one villain. While it's not great, and while I'm annoyed they have the Lizard and not someone else, it's still okay. But
sure, it would have been a lot better, at least.
But anyway, going back.
CG
okay, Tevya. Hold on, Tevya. Go to your.
A CG Goomba from the Super Mario Brothers film.
Tevya, go to your thing. What were you saying?
He's
Spider-Gwen is sexy.
Yep, that's Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen is sexy. We would hit
Gwen
that.
Pool, no. That's too cutesy for me.
It's Spider-Gwen.
Garbage. What
the fuck?
Which you know what?
Wait, you never heard of Spider-Gwen?
We'll be
No, I have.
I just never heard of Gwen Pool.
Gwen Pool? Like, what the fuck is that?
Back to Spider-One. Back to Spider-One. Here's the thing. Unlike Titan 1, we tried to adopt the Uncle Ben story when he died. That movie failed. That movie tried to order and fucked up. This movie, the order like it told Uncle Ben's death correctly.
Why do you think? Like, here's a question. Why do you think comparatively, like, it failed? Like, versus how they did it? Like, what specific points would you say make the way they handled the Uncle Ben death in the original movie versus the reboot one?
Let's see.
This one was done more naturally. In the reboot, it's like Uncle Ben.
It's like I want to hear how it's done naturally. Like, what else?
Like, you don't see it on screen. Like, it's off screen.
Okay, too many people are talking at once. Just have one person.
John.
Tell me first. One at a time.
Tell me.
Okay, like, why did Titan fail? Oh, I know why. Because unlike that trainer movie, this movie, the Uncle Ben death card, because hidden. Well, when he was talking Uncle Ben, with that great quote, great one, Peter White said, something different than anybody who read, and a rage, more or less. And instead of going to the library, he goes to the wrestling ring. And the wrestling stuff, unlike Titan with that one tried to fail miserably. Like, this movie actually did the wrestling stuff correctly, actually told Peter about going to the wrestling. He particularly made the first cartoon he made, which is actually pretty cool. And actually showed with Bonesaw. And Bonesaw was awesome in the movie. Like, played by Yep. Like, yep. Venom Savage. No, not Savage. I forgot the name. Whatever. Betty did also play that the was awesome. And when people are fighting, it's in the kid match. And Breed. Oh wait, I think Bush came in the movie. Bush Camo. It's awesome.
Yes.
I have that cameo.
Where'd John go? Wait, where'd Josh go?
Oh no, he's still here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Josh. Where's Josh?
Oh, Josh left. I don't know. He
Yeah, his
popping in
technical
and out.
problems.
Yeah, technical bombs. Anyway,
So-
and
Wait, speaking of like, oh, sorry to interrupt. I guess I'll wait.
You probably all got
anyway,
ADD.
yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, well, I just
Yeah,
wanted to
so-
throw this out here quick about Uncle Ben's death in the first Amazing Spider-Man. There's like a deleted scene, or more like an alternate scene of Uncle Ben's death and the way they handled it.
They should have used
I
that.
don't know if all of us have seen that. I just want to ask which one do you prefer, the one that they used or the one
Deleted
or the
one.
alternate one?
Deleted one, deleted one,
wait,
deleted
what,
one.
what's the deleted one?
The deleted one is where he goes on like the train tracks, whatever, like just thinking about it, and then Uncle Ben just gets shot by some robber guy. Okay, like it's a lot more.
That one actually
It's a
makes
lot
sense.
more. The problem with that fucking movie, it's like, okay, they cut out the scenes with Connors and his family, making him more
Yeah, that pissed me
relatable.
off.
They redo. When I watched that Uncle Ben scene, in the alternate version, I'm like, damn, that's actually pretty good. So I'm just wondering, where in the editing room did someone go, let's not use that one, which is actually sad and tragic and makes you go, wow, I feel for this Peter Parker. Also, if we're going to talk about the Amazing movie, what the fuck was the point of Flash? Why
Flash.
It was
there. It was.
What
It was.
the
I
fuck
guess for
was he
fan
there
service.
for? Like, I really
service.
thought Flash was going to be the new Harry in that
Yeah,
series.
where the
But
fuck
then
was he
they
in
just-
this?
Like, he gets
Yeah, you
throw
fucking
Harry.
deleted 50 seconds.
They just throw
The
fucking
deleted
Harry in the
Felicia.
next one. So it's like,
Man, to fucking service me, man.
like in the
Indeed.
comics, right? Like in the comics, like Flash and Harry go from like bully to nerd and become really good friends to the point where like fucking Flash goes to fucking Iraq or Afghanistan,
He becomes Agent
becomes a
Venom.
paraplegic, and then points to this Spider-Man pin that says, yeah, this was the thing that kept me fighting. Because if I could be just as good as Spider-Man helping people in another country, I would feel like I'd be doing the right thing. So I'm like,
And here's the
damn!
thing about that. Yep. And speaking
Exactly.
of Paraplegia Flash,
That would have been interesting. Wait, was that after Spider-Man 3 or before Spider-Man 3?
no,
in the
this is
second
after
one,
Spider-Man.
maybe.
They did it after One More Day, which.
Yeah, One More Day was shit.
Yeah,
One More Day was
shit.
dumb. Just be thankful The Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't that. Like, oh my fucking
Okay,
god.
See, the studio ruined that.
Yeah, but One More Day.
Yeah, you
One
understand. Hold on. In One More Day, Spider-Man literally makes a deal with the devil to
Make a
try
deal
to
with
save
the-
Aunt May. And it's so
the West Side.
shit. It is so out of fucking
That's
character.
an awesome.
Like, I hated how they wrote Spider-Man in that. Like,
Yep.
no. Fuck off. He's not a teenager. People fucking die. Okay? My hamster fucking died a few days ago. I'm upset about that. But, like,
Yep.
yeah, Jenny
Yeah,
passed
sorry for the
away.
loss.
Yeah, she had cancer.
Aww.
Yeah,
Poor Jack.
Jenny died.
Anyway,
Let's not talk about Jenny.
That's Agent Venom.
Let's not talk about Jenny.
Yep.
It's too
Anyway,
depressing.
that's Agent Venom. That's Fred Thompson.
Yeah. Why didn't they use
That's a
that in the
cool-
Amazing Spider-Man?
Because they're
Yeah,
idiots. Sony didn't know what they were doing.
Sony's like,
But-
because
Agent
they're like,
Venom was
oh,
awesome.
we're going to do what Fox did with the Fantastic Four. Because this worked so well for them, even though they haven't made one good Fantastic Four movie ever.
Indeed.
I like
So
You can
Not
say
even
that.
the 90s.
The story
Or
movies are
film.
still like those.
I'm talking like, okay,
Anywho.
hold on. If given the option, would you watch between the following first installments? Okay, Spider-Man 1, Batman Begins, and Fantastic Four. Which one would you watch in a heartbeat?
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins. I'm gonna Spider-Man 1, I think Batman Begins.
Spider-Man 1 because it's shorter.
I'd probably watch Spider-Man 1 because it's easier to get into.
Yes,
like
I
Batman
agree with
Begins,
that.
like
Yeah,
is
that's
a
true.
Batman Begins
It's
is
a
the one you gotta
long
be in.
movie, man.
It's
It's
the
a
one
movie.
you got. It's an epic movie. Like you gotta be in the right mood for it. I'm
It's
saying.
one of the origin stories.
Well,
I'm
they're
always
both-
in the mood for
Spider-Man
epic
1.
all
shit.
three of them origins, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
There is no
Yeah.
fucking excuse why a Fantastic Four movie couldn't have at least been as good as the first Spider-Man. There is no
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Studios, man, I blame them.
Yep.
Fox and
Wait.
Sony.
I'm
With
just giving
Fanatic
it.
4,
And
we'll be all
Constantine
if we
film.
talk about them. What's that?
We're
Not
gonna-
Fanatic 4, because that's not rampant
We'll
nowadays.
get into them, but if
Yeah.
we want, but let's talk about the.
We don't have to mention them. They're not in this podcast.
Let's go to Spider-Man 2
Sorry.
already. Let's go to Spider-Man 2 already.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yo,
wait.
dude, not all.
Hold on.
Wait, you never go in for Spider-Man 1. Wait, let me conclude with Spider-Man 1 because here's the thing. Spider-Man 1 might be the great movie, about that. And one thing about this movie, that people compare it to comic suit. Who cares? One,
When you look at the
it's the first adaptation of Goblin.
When you look at the, I mean,
Exactly.
I like the Goblin suit, but if you look at it to the original Goblin, like the practical effect one, it's like, that would
Yeah, I would have much
better.
preferred that.
Like, I'm telling
Yeah,
let me
same
look
here.
it up. I gotta show you. Hold on.
I know. Yeah.
I know what I saw the concept art.
Yeah. No, not concept art. There was footage of it.
Well,
Yep.
well, listen. I'd rather have this than the shit we get in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I'm not talking about the
agreed.
shit
Yeah,
that makes Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Power
We'll get to that.
It looks better than that new Power Rangers movie. They look like robots in that. Ugh.
Hold on,
the Green
hold on.
Goblin.
Hold on.
We'll get to that next time.
Yes. Okay, hold on. This one, right?
Speaking of Power Rangers, we should do a Power Rangers podcast
Oh,
maybe next time.
Guys, here.
Who knows?
This is what I'm talking
That
about. This is what I'm
would
talking
take
about.
days, man.
Where
Yeah, that would take days. But here's the thing.
screen
If you want to do a
share.
Power Rangers podcast, I say again to talk about Mighty Morphin,
Here we go.
Space,
The first movie.
the first movie, and Turbo, the movie.
Okay, this one. This is the one I'm fucking talking about.
Wow, that looks really cool.
Yeah, I've seen that image.
Would have
Really
been
do like that.
incredible.
They should have kept that in.
It would have been scary, but I mean, my God, that would have been great.
No, yeah, because that is more of the.
That's
Then
more the
That much
comic,
is just
and the
cartoon, yeah,
is
like-
really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
True,
I
but
actually really like that.
at the same time, no, here's the thing. Like, the reason why they didn't do that is because you have to it will entail it also. But at the same time, no, at the time, remember, Batman Robin came out at that time. Batman Robin destroyed basically every.
Oh, dude. But here's the thing: after X-Men came out, it clearly showed that the superhero genre was a juggernaut.
well, and here's the
True,
thing:
but
if you're gonna give Spider-Man his full costume, comic accurate, why not for the Green Goblin then, huh?
Well, I mean,
That's my question.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Dave.
Don't get me wrong. The armored one is okay. It's good. I could actually see a reason, like someone, like in the movie they established, it's like a military prototype suit for
But
combat.
who would wear a fucking goblin suit in the army? Okay. Seriously.
I think
Well,
they were setting it up like it was more of like a stealth, like prototype thing.
it was
I think
the
they were
prototype
establishing
suit.
that. But anyway, going back to the rating, for me it's like a 9 out of 10, maybe even a 10 out of 10, depending on my mood. 9.5. It's an A. It's an A movie.
We still never got to talk about Mary Jane, but you know what? We'll be all day.
Mary
because-
Jane-
Yeah, wait
You know
till
what?
mention her in the sequels.
You know what?
Yeah.
Here's the
Well, we're talking about
Mary Jane.
sequels.
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about.
Anyway, I'll give my rating. Wait. Fine. Wait, I'll give my rating. In conclusion, I as someone wanted a great origin story, great movie, a great start for together, and it brought together back to thanks to the partnership in Marvel. With that, during our live discussion, which we'll be all able to talk about that. It's a great movie, and it's a great origin story, and to all people who think it's more cheaty, fuck off. This movie was great.
Exactly.
Honestly,
I second that.
it's like,
I third that.
dude, this isn't like the Japanese.
This isn't Batman and Robin. This is not Batman and
like
Robin.
the Japanese Spider-Man,
That's
where he's fighting
cheesy
fucking
BS
giant
movie.
robots.
Oh yeah,
That sounds like some shit to get drunk to. It just sounds like wait. Spider-Man fights giant fucking robots? Yeah. What the fuck was this? The 70s. Okay, that makes sense.
An Avatar, James Cameron. Sorry.
Indeed.
No. I'm not talking about the Cameron one. I'm talking about the 1970s Japanese show.
Yeah, have any guys seen that
one.
shit?
That was never released in the U.S.
I
Hey, I
clips
want
of
that
it.
shit.
It's bad.
It looks ridiculous. But that shit's cheesy. But it's good.
Okay.
The cartoons are better,
Fucking
man.
giant fucking robots.
Spider-Man fighting robots.
I mean, come on, that's awesome.
And here's the robot.
Look at that shit. That's the best shit ever.
We upon.
Okay. Anyone else want to talk about their thoughts on the first movie?
Well, I haven't really said much. I can kind of just throw my thoughts out there quick. I mean, I think I'll agree with almost everything Brian said.
Yeah.
I enjoy the film. I think it's great. It still is one of the best origin stories, I would say, in top 10 or top 5.
Indeed.
You know, I mean, you guess, you know, as some of you brought up, like the Green Goblin suit, I'm fine with the way they, you know, with like the armor one, but I would have preferred like the more,
The mask.
the more comic accurate suit, I guess we'll say. But I think its tone and some, you know, as you said, it could be cheesy. I think it works because you never really feel like this is out of place or this is out of tone, like unlike the main Spider-Man 2. But
Which we'll get to that in
like
a
this
minute.
has a consistent tone and mood. It's a fun film to watch. Yeah, the endings kick ass and brutal, but regardless,
It works.
at the
It does
end,
work.
I mean that last shot of Spider-Man going through and swinging, that is badass. That always is a great ending to conclude
That
the film.
gives me chills.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
like,
and then with
wow.
the score playing. I mean, the score for the film we haven't talked about.
I
I think
love
it's
it.
fantastic.
Danny Elfman's score.
amazing.
Soundtrack.
You know. So while you guys are all humming the score, I'll keep talking. So
Okay.
okay, but so yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's great. I guess you can, you know, but you know, I love it. Loved it since a kid. Been watching it since. I mean, I think I had the old VHS copy. Don't know if I have it around anymore. Probably got fucked up after watching it so many times in the.
Yeah.
But
I had my VHS copy years ago.
the DVD here, it's the same one you guys been showing. So there's
For
that.
me, I have the Blu-ray.
Well, then I
Nice.
got some Blu-rays and shit, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just happy to have it in widescreen finally because it's
Oh,
worth
look at
my
you.
time.
Mr. I have a Blu-ray.
Oh well, this is widescreen as well, but
Sure.
Yeah, I had the full screen version for years, so I was like, time to upgrade.
Yep. Any
Yeah, but,
4K either because 4K is too expensive.
4K is ridiculous.
Well,
it's
yeah,
pointless.
let's just hope
$35
physical media
for
lasts longer.
Don't waste your time, Sean, please.
You say what?
Just get regular Blu-ray is fine. More
Yeah,
pixels.
I got a
Yeah,
4K
4K is
TV
not worth it.
myself. I got a 4K TV myself, and 4K is fine. And plus the
Jesus,
PS-
Josh is
different.
that story right here. Jeez,
What?
you got a lot to say.
Take over that stuff.
Man, I ain't gonna read that. I'm sorry.
Over the
I'm
live
too little.
YouTube.
I'm a lazy piece of shit. I'm sorry.
We're all lazy.
I'll read it.
Because the jokes are awesome. Toby only made them when the situation calls for it, even if every 5 minutes like Garfield. I love the 90s animated show. I do too. The tone fucking worked. It's not supposed to be the Dark Knight. Thank you. It's not supposed to be the
Oh, if you
Nolan
look,
trilogy.
to me, if you like all forms of Spider-Man and you like the different interpretations of the character, more power to you. That's how I see it. Like, if you can appreciate and enjoy all interpretations of the character, I respect that. I think some are better than others. I think Maguire and Tom Holland are equally great, despite
I agree.
Despite Holland's lack of screen time. Well, I'd say it was the right amount. Because the only way they could have done the comic in Civil War justice without like reworking it is if they made a fucking like they made Civil War trilogy. That's the only way they could have done it. Make Civil War trilogy, but the way they did it.
No, we don't need it. One was enough.
Spider-Man's in Civil War for maybe 12 minutes.
That's a screen time?
Heck, is you want your dark gray Spider-Man? Here's my pitch.
That would have worked better, like Watchmen.
Yep. Spider-Man Noir.
Parker, what's
Spider-Man
your
Noir is
like a black Rorschach from Watchmen. Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Did someone say my name?
Oh.
I can't even tell.
If we're talking about the original Spider-Man still, I thought of the best way they could have gotten Maguire back to the series.
You mean
Like the MCU. They could have made that shit work. They actually could have fit Maguire. Because couldn't you see the MCU working in the Raimi Spider-Man universe?
Yeah.
Well, they did make the Doctor Strange.
Yeah, like, okay, So, okay, here's how I would like to imagine it at this point. Spider-Man maybe retires because he has a daughter now with Mary Jane.
Holy shit. I know, I know.
You kind of get where this is going, right?
I know what you're talking about. Spider-Go. Hang on.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's older. His powers have, his powers, over time, because depending on Spider-Man's emotional state, his powers do weaken, you know? So maybe he's, really out of it and has become, a college professor, and then maybe Tony Stark runs into him saying, I need Spider-Man. I know, saying, and then Peter could maybe say, I was only a photographer for 10 years, you know? And then she's and then Tony's like, the world needs you again, Pete. And then it's like, but then I also thought it would have worked like this. Because you know how quickly Spider-Man reacted to that burning building? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you fucking know that if the Battle of New York happened when Tobey was Spider-Man, if Tobey Spider-Man was in the MCU, that he would have done a makeshift mask, you know, and tried to save as many people as possible. Maybe snap some aliens' necks, you know. We're saying that maybe.
No. Yeah. If you want that Spider-Man, we superior.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, right? And then you know how they get Tobey's Spider-Man back? I gotta get. Hold on. No. You're gonna see how they get Tobey's Spider-Man in the MCU, and him giving zero fuck. Wait, you're gonna see. Where is it? Here it is.
For an hour and we're still on the first.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta keep going, Brian. I know you like talking, but we have to keep going.
Yeah.
That looks awesome, man. Let's get to the second film. We should.
Yeah. Wait. M4. What's your opinion on
It's also the best one.
We never got your opinion.
Well, my thoughts. Well, I did see this in theaters on release weekend because I am 35, and but yeah, I like his origin story with the spider and stuff. My favorite. I was thinking my favorite scene is probably the end fight. That's probably the best sequence there. There is one part that I still think is really bad, CGI or modeling or whatever. It's after Spidey saves MJ and swings her over to that rooftop. The fake ass looking Spider-Man. Yeah,
I get it. It's dated. I get that.
Yeah, it did.
But for the time,
It looks like a dummy.
Yeah,
at the time, you gotta. But I think you want to talk about bad CG. I think the way they integrated him chasing down the carjacker with the CG. I mean, it was the only way. This was like post Phantom Menace and Matrix. So they were working with what they had and tried to integrate it in a way that made sense. But by today's standards, it doesn't hold up. So
Yeah.
watched it. It's not bad CG that takes me out of it completely, like other films that we've recently got.
Yeah,
like Fan Four Stick. Oh God.
Yeah, Fan Four Stick. What that talk about a movie ever again? Please, I don't live with flashbacks. Oh God, it's not really good.
Flashbacks. I know, man. I watch a lot of Watch Mojo, and they mention it a lot.
Yeah, they do.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, they Watch Mojo. You won't let it go. Just let it go, man.
Yeah, please don't start singing that song.
I've only seen Frozen one time.
Well,
Let it go. Yeah.
It's not from the song. It's more like from another movie.
Let it go. Let it go.
Samuel.
Can't hold it back anymore. You were not kidding me! I haven't been so fun!
Go ahead.
Hey, one of the best fucking Bond movies ever.
Who wants to talk about Spider-Man?
What?
Like the first movie, real quick.
Yeah, I mean, don't.
That was good. The end.
Okay, let's go with anything. You know. Fun knowing that dog boy just met that. I read McCoy when I honorable person. Copy. I forgot to say that. The officer then kissed still my love that song.
What the hell?
Yeah, the soundtrack. I even like the soundtrack in the movie too.
Agreed.
Like, a hero will save. I love that song.
That song still works today. Yeah.
Yeah, I could hear that on my phone, and I'm like, wow, that makes me
happy.
Yeah, it does. It's like it's really badass. I can say that. 15 years later, really good music. What was it? Not Johnny Poole. What's it called?
I don't know.
Nickelback.
Nickelback, right?
Nickelback. Yeah.
Nickelback.
Yep.
We all confess we like Nickelback. We're gonna die.
Gentlemen,
the internet is getting ready to crucify all of us. Okay, just want to warn you.
All right,
one of the best sequels ever made.
So much. Why do people hate Nickelback so much?
I don't know.
They don't have any taste.
I would not have my massive comic book movie collection.
They don't have any taste.
Just got me into the comic world.
Yeah. Keep the Taylor Swift.
I don't give a shit.
Gentlemen,
The haters can go to hell. His war was fucking awesome. James Franco is the best Harry Osborn we've ever had. Yes, I said it. What are you gonna say about it?
Yes, absolutely.
I think Dan, look, if you watch my Amazing Spider-Man 2 video rant, I do say the biggest, the thing I hated about that movie was that you have this great talent and you fucking waste all of it.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. We'll get to that.
Except for Emma Stone. Emma Stone was the only good actress in those two movies.
Which
I think everyone did their best.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, because Emma Stone, I love Emma Stone. Just
mentor-student relationship between Defoe and Maguire was perfectly casted. And I just really love this movie a lot. That is my thoughts, I guess.
Okay, Anthony?
Yeah.
Anthony, your opinion?
Yes, Anthony has that talk.
Yeah. Oh,
Someone talk.
Yeah, I grew up watching this film a lot younger, watched the movie a lot on DVD, and really got me into Spider-Man. And this movie was on replay every day when I was younger. Watch the movie now, I still like it, but I wouldn't call it. I still like the movie, but I wouldn't really call it great. This costume would have been better, like this Power Rangers looking I mean, some of the lines in the film were a bit cheesy, especially what come from Tobey Maguire and stuff. And
Which one? It's you, Sal Gabi. Out of your mind. I can still quote that all day.
Hey. I'm getting triggered. I'm getting triggered by different opinions.
I know this dialogue like the back of my hand.
I'm sorry.
Commentary.
Anthony. Wait. I want to hear Anthony's opinion, guys. I seriously want to hear Anthony's opinion. But first, I need to say this. Anthony, how dare you have a different opinion from me? How dare you have your own thoughts? I am so triggered.
I'm sorry.
I'm so triggered. Anyway, continue after I'm done triggering. The triggering is done. You may continue. I'm sorry.
But anyways, I do think the advertisement for this movie back in the day was great. I mean, unfortunately, the teaser trailer, the poster had to be taken away because 9/11 happened.
Yeah,
and all those other
the Twin
stuff.
Towers, yeah.
It was supposed to be
That's a great trailer. I like that one. If you rewatch it on
I saw that in the
YouTube,
theater
it's a good
But
one.
that scene,
in 2001, like months before it happened, and I was like, wow, I can't wait. And yeah.
but that scene was supposed to be in the movie, but it was cut out.
Well,
So my thoughts on the movie,
Either because of the Freedom Tower that they put in New York now.
overall thoughts on the movie, it's pretty much my same thoughts on the first X-Men movie. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it is good.
But that
For its time, it definitely. And
I mean,
it's not Avengers, but it's still a
something
good movie,
that
yeah.
always bothered
You're
me
right.
with this film.
different opinions are always welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really disagree with you, right, Brian?
What'd you say to me, boy?
Yeah, there was,
I said except when they disagree with
shit.
you, apparently.
You
Wait,
goddamn right. If you disagree with me, I'll fucking kill you.
Did you just say, Sean? I
Oh,
can't hear
shit.
a fucking word.
Sean said he disagreed with me.
No, I said you said
Oh.
no. You said different opinions are welcome. I was like, yeah, except when they disagree with you.
Well, if they disagree with
Yep.
my opinions, then they can fuck off.
Okay, gentlemen,
Let's
let's
get
get
to the
on
next one.
a minute. Let's just Spider-Man 2 quick and fast because we're way behind.
My computer's fucking up. I don't know what the fuck. I couldn't hear one of you guys. What the hell?
Tevya, you go.
Okay.
Whoa, what the hell's
Spider-Man 2.
happening?
What?
We're going to Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay, because my computer was fucking up for a few seconds, so I missed fuse.
Okay.
Something or
You guys
something.
talk. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna take a break from it.
Man, I'm just.
Okay.
I'm tired, man.
Anywho, back to Spider-Man 2. Anyways, Spider-Man 2. Boy, oh boy, wait, where do I start with this sequel? Let's start there. It picks up where this movie left off.
I'm gonna get some food. I'll be right back.
It builds on the foundation left off, and actually does or sequel does. Fixes the problem in the first movie, expands on Mary Jane's character, which made me happy, expanded on Peabody life as a whole. It does Dr. Octopus justice because here's the thing about the Dr. Octopus. Sequences Dr. Octopus and open that up with some degree. It actually makes Dr. Octopus in this movie make Dr. Ock a lot more interesting. Because even in the comics, even in the show, I hate to say it, Dr. Ock is kind of an interesting character. He's more two-dimensional than at the point in the comics. Anyway.
What'd you say about Doc Ock? Did you just
Doc
insult Doc Ock?
No. Wait.
Did you just say some shit about my man, Alfred fucking Molina?
Brian, hang on. Wait.
I will wear the Make America Great Again hat again.
Wait.
Okay? Don't make me wear that fucking hat again.
That's a great looking Blu-ray, man.
Just wait. You're going to conclusions. Let me explain. Doc Ock in the comics and in the TV show, unfortunately, is not two-dimensional. However, that being said, in the movie, Stanley made Doc Ock a lot more interesting because
Oh, good. I'm
not
sorry.
interesting.
I jumped to conclusions. I
Yep.
went SJW. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you kind of did. Whoops.
None of that.
Anywho,
None of that.
Doc Ock in this movie is how Alfred Molina plays an awesome Doc Ock.
Yes.
Awesome in this movie. Like, holy shit. Like, no superior Spider-Man bullshit. No brains about crap. No.
Alfred
Story about
Molina
redemption.
is probably it's really hard. Like I'd say, Alfred Molina is probably the best villain in the entire Spider-Man franchise, like including the reboots of the entire franchise. Well, I think King does have the potential to top Molina as the Vulture in Homecoming. He does have that potential.
And Shocker could be a surprise.
Yeah, Shocker might be second name, man.
Isn't Shocker the punching bag of like Marvel? Like he's always the one everyone shits on.
Well,
no, I never did.
Well, him and plus
Hold on, I'm sorry. You go back to what you were saying.
Oh shit. Yeah. Anywho, back to Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is one of the best movies of 2004. Oh, the quote Jonathan said. 2004 one of my favorite years for movies. Like this movie might be one of the best sequels. Like this movie redefined what Spider-Man did. It expanded what the first movie did, expanded it on particularly what the love story did, and actually explored more people together, more after adapts on their story. The people are going to quit. Spider-Man No More. Which was an iconic image from the comic and from the movie.
This is something we gotta ask, depending on if we have the movies. Shit, my glasses are off. 1 sec.
Anywho,
wait.
what talk about? Oh yeah, like what's all the acting would say? All the cast in the movie were holy shit! We with J.K. Simmons.
I'm back.
J.K. Simmons is great.
Oh my god.
Oh.
J.K. Simmons was awesome in the first movie.
I have to say this.
Okay.
Best performance in the entire trilogy.
Let me get this off.
J.K. Simmons was awesome, J.J. Jameson.
You know what? You know why they didn't bring J.K.'s? You know why they didn't bring fucking James Jonah Jameson in for fucking the Amazing Spider-Man movie? Because they knew they couldn't top J.K. They couldn't fuck with J.K. Simmons. No, you know what? Just do what they did with the James Bond series. They didn't give a shit about recasting Judi Dench. They're like, fuck it. Bring her back. Fuck it. Bring her back. Fucking
She's old, man. What about
that's what I'm saying. No, you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying, at least. Yeah. I feel ashamed wearing this hat.
James Earl Jones is Mufasa. Hold on, let me lie down for a
Oh god! I felt like it was the goddamn symbiote, man. It was gonna turn me into a full fucking Trump supporter.
Much better.
I was gonna say build the wall and kill the fucking Muslims and Mexicans. I was gonna become a Trump supporter.
Oh, dude.
Let's continue on, man. We're gonna be here for 3 hours, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. We'll be
Listen.
We gotta keep going with the ball rolling.
I'm gonna say gives the best performance in this entire trilogy.
Which one?
Okay, what the fuck did I just miss?
Wait, who said?
Well, we have J.K. Simmons.
Brian was just doing.
I mean, Jesus Christ! You know, I'm fucking loaded. Fucking this. Fucking this. You know, I swear this is probably melted by now.
Yeah.
That's, I got some more pop. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Eat something. Bro, drink some water. Drink some fucking
Oh man, no! I got water. I got Mountain Dew. I mean, I got my ice cream. Probably.
No, dude, keep the Mountain Dew away from you. That shit's gonna kill you.
No, man, I got the Mountain Dew with this shit.
Fuck Mountain Dew. That shit's horrible.
Yeah, there's Mountain Dew in this shit I got from McDonald's earlier today. Fuck.
No, dude.
You're young. You still got your whole life ahead of you.
Okay, anyway, let's talk about Spider-Man 2.
Yes, hold on. Which Spider-Man 2?
By the way.
Which Spider-Man 2? Oh, raise a hand. Who's seen the extended cut?
Not me.
It's been a long time, but I've seen it.
Well, I have this DVD and this as well. So.
Okay.
Nice.
Have you seen the extended cut?
I have that as well, Parker.
You want to do majority rule on the extended cut really quick?
I have never seen this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. If only you knew someone that had a ripper. I'm sorry that you never knew anyone.
What's your what made you theatrical?
They didn't release
You
it
know what?
first. That's the thing. They only released the theatrical cut in 2004, and then years later they got the
And they did the
extended cut.
Gentlemen, we'll be all day. We need to speed things up a little. So
It's only a 9-minute difference. It's about, Suicide Squad had a longer extended cut.
I know shit. You could have released the
So-
extended cut, in the theaters, and they would have made it's only 8 minutes longer.
Well, I mean, the question
Yeah.
is, which cut do you think is better? Because I think the extended cut is amazing. But
I think both
You know
cuts
what?
are great.
Man, while this is dripping down my pants, I'll answer your question.
Oh.
I prefer the extended just because it's extra. I mean, I'll take anything that's more. Well, that's good. I mean, I ain't gonna sit through bullshit.
Yeah.
But I mean, they
Like
add a few
BBS.
shots, they add some extra jokes, and so I would prefer the extended one.
Gentlemen,
it's nice to.
we'll be all day. We need to speed things up.
Let's agree with Tevya one
Man,
at a time.
do we have plans tomorrow? It's fucking Saturday night. Who gives a fuck?
Tomorrow's Sunday.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yes,
and we have
so,
another
I'm saying it's
podcast.
Saturday night. So I mean, who has plans? I mean, let's be honest.
I
I'm
never
just gonna
Wait,
binge watch some
Hold on,
TV.
I'll be
I-
back.
I mean,
don't have any
seriously.
plans.
I had plans,
Who gives a
but I
fuck?
get up early.
Well, let's at least talk about Spider-Man 2 for right now.
Yeah.
Well,
What
I
time
love
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
2?
2.
If we compare extended cut, we'll be all day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, when
A
was
great
oh yeah,
sequel. One of the
Oh,
best
it's in
sequels
the
ever
doc-
made. Right
Yep.
there was Winter Soldier, and The Dark Knight, and
Empire.
Civil War, and
Civil War, X2.
Yep. Empire.
it's in that league
Mm-hmm.
of sequels that were just
Two Towers.
outshine the original by
Indeed.
leaps and bounds. The action
Indeed.
sequence is
Spider-Man
great. The
2
visual effects fantastic, and it won an Oscar.
It did. They won Oscar.
It
They won the
was
first superhero that won something on the Oscars. Academy.
worth it.
Nominate Deadpool. Let Deadpool win something.
Exactly.
Also,
That's a better film than La La Land. Ooh, I don't care
La
about La La Land.
Movie.
It's
But
not- I
Deadpool
don't
fought
think
better.
it's the best of the year.
Wait,
I'm
whoa!
sorry.
Speaking of Oscars, didn't Suicide Squad get fucking nominated? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
For
Yeah,
hair and
Yeah,
makeup.
it did get nominated.
Rogue One and also Passengers. I'm happy about that. Two of them. So
Patrick did.
Rogue
I
One.
didn't get to see. But Suicide Squad. Really? Why the fuck did I get nominated?
What?
No.
What was the category for?
Makeup and hair.
probably
Best
productions.
makeup.
Or I don't know.
Bullshit.
anyway,
This-
Doc
Anyway,
Ock,
this did deserve an Oscar though. It did
Gentlemen,
because
um,
the visuals got better.
for the Academy, we'll talk about the Oscars when next time. Because funny, the Academy, I could do a entire rabbit on that train wreck.
Yeah, boring.
The Oscars is
4.5
a
hours
train
of-
wreck. Train wreck. It's more like, fuck the Oscars. Okay, I'll be honest.
I think
Yeah.
I think the
It's too
Oscars
long.
on the Oscars next week probably. I think it's
Yeah,
a good idea. We
next
could run an
Sunday. I'm
Oscar
not gonna watch
podcast.
it.
Oh shit!
Don't care about the
man.
red carpet.
know-
No.
I'm sorry, I'm a hypocrite. I say it sucks. I'll watch it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste my time. I'd rather watch this again.
I mean, I might have it be like playing in the in the background. I might be up. I don't know.
If you
You're doing
watch
something
it,
else,
I
I'll be
mean,
playing in the
I'm not
background.
gonna judge you. It's too long. It's like 4.5 hours. It's way too long.
As far as the Oscars, and we'll find a live
What
stream
the
on the Oscars.
fuck? Is someone in Japan? Jesus Christ!
we shall keep this.
It should be only 2 hours. It does not need to be 4.5.
Dude, I swear.
Let's just stick with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, well,
But
Spider-Man
this
2.
film,
I
yeah,
can
it
just
still
throw my
holds
thoughts
up.
out quick. As far as like I know, well, this is Spider-Man 2. Okay, Spider-Man 2. I'm gonna lose my train of thought. I swear. Spider-Man 2 is a great film. I would say it's one of the best superhero films. Fuck it, I'll say it. Spider-Man 2 is the best comic book movie. The Dark Knight is the best movie, if that makes sense. I mean, Spider-Man 2, I think it improves on a lot of stuff. Fuck, am I hearing that stupid vacuum shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh.
Man,
Josh just
man,
getting
if I want to hear a fucking
Hey,
vacuum noise, I'll vacuum the floor right
Hey,
now.
Josh, are you cleaning your house?
Exactly. That's what it sounds like a fan.
Yeah, it does.
Josh is lost
How
in the
come his
void.
videos it comes out fine, and then when he comes to Google Hangouts, does he even have a Google Plus account?
I
I don't think he does, because I come here all the time and I haven't had a
But
sleep.
anyway,
It's not like Google.
Hey, he could
Anyway,
be
as I was saying-
cussing. He could be cussing, and that could just be bleeping out.
No, it was just
That's true.
it happened last time we were on.
use
like-
a vacuum noise.
And then he cuts out. I'm like,
Anyway, gentlemen.
Okay, so as I was
Anyway,
saying,
gentlemen.
yeah.
Spider-Man 2, I think it improves on certain stuff from the first one, like Jesus Christ, I just said something. You know, I would say they're like, I can't remember an effect or a shot that doesn't look fake or cheesy. I think everything looks great.
Train scene.
Oh yeah, the fucking train scene. That dude, that can be a 2-hour-long discussion in of itself. I mean, shit.
Yep.
You know, the train sequence, I will say, is
Freaking
one of the
incredible.
best superhero action scenes next to the airport fight in Civil War, and tons of others. I'm
And the
probably not.
Avengers.
I can't think of it right now because my head hurts.
To quote Roger
Thrilling,
Ebert for a sec.
man. So
To quote Roger
thrilling.
Ebert for a sec, and Robert, the best superhero movie I've ever seen. Thank you, Roger Ebert. Roger
Yeah,
Ebert.
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Like, I agree 100% on this one.
Love it. It holds up very well.
Okay, so this is random, but I am random. So if you're wondering why I changed shirts, I'm eating this because I knew it was gonna be, geez, what the fuck's the word? It's gonna be dripping all over. So I'm not gonna, because I just bought that Iron Maiden shirt today, or it came in the mail from Amazon. So I'm gonna wear this.
Back to Spider-Man 2.
Nice.
This is not blood. It's like fucking red mark.
Gentlemen,
What the fuck is this?
It's okay, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
back to Spider-Man 2.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, as far as Spider-Man 2 goes, like Ebert said, I did a great sequel. It picks up the further than I thought. It actually expands more on pure American character. It actually forgot another love story, the love story proved more organic. Kristen Dunst still a great Mary Jane. Yes, I would defend her, even though my being specific is better. But you know what? Kristen Dunst is a great live action Mary Jane. I don't care what the haters say. Like, we were so.
You forgot to mention Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell was awesome in this movie. His cameo was great.
As the usher,
Bruce
yeah.
Campbell.
Oh my
It's funny. Like,
He's
awesome.
He's great in almost anything he's in, man.
Indeed. And speaking of Bruce Campbell, Bruce Campbell had to make a comment and ask for the Evil Dead. What that says is great. Anyway, that's Evil Dead. But back to Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, in my opinion, is a great movie. It actually spent more than 6 days. So it actually picked up. It actually
It's
did
not a
to
rehash.
Kirk Hart against the Wizard. Yeah. Hey, Tatum. When you at the build the other characters, you do it again like this movie. This movie at the hint of the Wizard. Take notes.
And it also
We'll get that in a minute. Anywho, as far as this was great, perfection, and I got a review, imperial review, and the Mary Jane. That was actually great. The suspense was great. Oh, put the review with Harry Osborn. Holy shit, that was like suspenseful. But to see them in the theaters, like that, my jaw very good. No, that's the whole. You killed my father, right? Harry, wait, listen, he against it, right? And Peter said, like, there's a much more bigger concern than you and me. Which, that was a great line. I love that line. It's very, I think, interesting. It makes it. Oh, also the thing when I made a text that guy, that was funny.
She hits him in the eye with the umbrella.
His
like,
umbrella.
"Oh!" Yeah. I love that. This is slow mo done right.
Yeah, that's a badass. Like,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
All right, can I go now?
Take note, lady.
Sure, go ahead.
Indeed.
Open discussion.
All right. Well, this movie, I consider this a masterpiece. It's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. It's definitely in my
agree with
top
that.
100.
Definitely. Like my
They-
top 10.
Indeed.
They upgraded on a lot of this. The villains better.
Indeed.
The train sequence is like probably the best sequence out of all the Spider-Man movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I enjoyed that they gave him like a pizza delivery driver job.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah, that was funny.
Pizza as a
and-
New Yorker, I love it. He stole that guy's pizza.
Yo, man.
Yeah,
Stole
yeah,
guys' pizza. What the fuck, man? This
They
crime is
have a
fucking New York.
cameo
Fuck
by
this shit.
Emily Deschanel. That's
Yeah, I was just gonna say
I'm
that.
not paying for those.
Man, I'm gonna go back to Bahamas.
Hey
Fuck this
guys,
shit.
I was in the
Do
bathroom.
my pizza.
Sorry.
Indeed.
I love this movie, man. This
One sec, I'll be
nostalgia.
back.
This is real nostalgia right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, is
Yeah.
Brian back? Was Brian gone?
He
It's over
apparently
10 years old. It's
spoiler.
nostalgic. And even the raindrops falling on my head. Yeah, that's kind of a weird song to put in there, but I was laughing. I was just,
Funny thing
was
about
Yeah,
that
that's cool.
song, I actually sang that song at my school talent show.
Nice.
Nice.
Wait, what?
When I was in 8th grade, I sang that song at my 8th grade talent show.
Man, I wish you had a tape of that shit.
raindrops keep falling on my head.
Sadly, one was never made.
Yeah.
Can we get that for Throwback Thursday?
Yeah, throwback
Yeah.
Thursday, man.
But I also liked when I rewatched it today. I noticed on my surround sound that the sounds in it is incredible. When you hear Doc Ock with his arms and when he's walking with them, those scenes sound like they're like just like crashing. You know, every single hit. And I also enjoyed Doc Ock's origin. Plus, when he was in that little hospital lab room, and their arms are
that's
going
straight out of a
crazy.
horror movie.
That is some freaky
Yeah.
shit there. That is some Evil Dead type stuff. You know, especially when they brought up the
It
chainsaw.
was.
Yeah, Chainsaw, that
and
was funny. That was awesome.
just-
I love
That is a nice nod
Just
to
good
Evil
stuff,
Dead too.
so-
I love that Easter egg. Yep.
plus the web slinging
I love that line.
is upgraded and it's pretty awesome. So
Indeed.
yeah, it's pretty much like a 10 for me. So it's good stuff.
Yep. Indeed. Like Spider-Man 2, my man, is the one of the greatest secret about that. It's like you said, M4. It picks up everything like that. It basically adds on to the mythology. It adapts story for the comic done correctly. It makes Doc Ock a rare indicator that in actual comics. You get comic Doc Ock. It's so boring, but he picked me up. But I want to get to Superior Spider-Man, which don't talk about that story. That story's horrible. Don't read it.
The gist of it is Doc Ock and Spider-Man switch bodies. It's really fucked up.
And Peter Parker dies, and Doc Ock.
Oh shit, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, that part actually happened, and which.
Yeah, that wouldn't work in a film.
Like I give a fuck.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
But yeah, I mean, I think they did Doc Ock great. I mean, shit, you know.
Yeah.
He was, I'll say it. He's the best Spider-Man. I would say probably the best one we've seen on screen so far. I mean, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin was great. I think we'll get to Spider-Man 3 because that is three fucking. I say Spider-Man 3 is of. Spider-Man 3 and screw it. Spider-Man 3 and all the main Spider-Man films could be put in Spider-Man Rogue's gallery. Okay,
sorry, I was talking to my brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, it's cool. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I don't know what the fuck's happening half the time either. But
Hey, gentlemen.
yeah, Spider-Man 2.
This would be awesome to happen with Kingpin at the in Spider-Man movie. I preserve my video.
Man, I've been waiting for that.
Sure.
They might do it one day, hopefully.
Yeah.
Only if they recast Kingpin.
No, I said keep Vision not bro. Vision not. You know what? But you know what? We'll be all there to talk about that. Let's get about the Spidey.
So yeah.
Technically speaking, Kingpin is a Spider-Man villain, and a Daredevil villain.
Spider-Man 2.
Anywho, Spider-Man 2. Like, what can we say? Like, Doc Ock was great in this movie. Like, he was a great villain. All Man's great. Mary Jane was great in this movie. All the action was great. The ending. Let's get the ending. Let's get the ending. I do a tell. Like, the ending. Now, when Doc Ock died in this movie, I instantly cried because that would have been an emotional death. I did not see that one coming because. Usually when I thought Spider-Man would just save him. But when he dies, that was depressing. You said I'm not a monster.
Someone watching the video.
Like that?
Is someone watching the video?
No, I ain't.
There's probably an echo.
Mine's paused. Some shit. Wow, that sounds like someone just. I'm sorry. It sounds like someone just ripped apart. Sorry.
Anywho, back to Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 I made a great movie. Dr. Death was great, and I think they made the cliffhanger. We need to very fast forward. The cliffhanger was going to no, hang on one. Okay, when I saw the cliffhanger, my jaw dropped because holy shit.
Tevya, are you okay, man?
He's totally excited.
I'm just checking on you, bro.
When I saw the cliffhanger in theaters, when I saw it be good, holy shit. I know what they're doing. I'll be the next villain. Didn't it be awesome? Didn't it be sweet? Which, that's
fucked you up.
Yep, and then, which
Sony.
we'll get to that train wreck in a minute. After that major cliffhanger, we got another cliffhanger with Mary Jane going to Peter, which I love that. That actually makes sense because Mary Jane's choice. Unlike Gwen's choice, which is bullshit. Mary Jane actually chose to go to Peter, and after she chose to go to Peter, and I like that. Now, that dimension leave it.
Your life.
Yep, indeed. Dimension leave in general. David Davidson's son. From realistic standpoint, no, but you know what? Who cares? It's a movie. Move on. Realism doesn't mean jack in movies. So people, get the fuck over it. Stop nipping me to pieces. I'm getting sick of that bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
That's a side rant.
There's sequels that are much worse.
Yes, indeed. Put this in dog bullshit. Which I don't want to talk about that movie. That movie did not exist. Anywho, to wrap this up, this is a great sequel. I love this movie, and hi, I'm a Spider-Man fan. Watch the movie. If you love it, Spider-Man I do. Buy this movie and DVD Blu-ray. Just watch it and pretend. And then the movie and then all the great beginning, middle, end.
Here's how I say it. Oh, sorry to interrupt, Tevya. I'll let you.
Okay.
Okay. So you know. Sorry. Jeez. Keep interrupting.
I can Spider-Man 2. Drama, please. I thought about for fucking a plus and a 100 minute. Okay. Continue.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say that shit. Fuck me, man. I just forgot. Seriously. What the hell was it? Oh, no, wait. No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now I remember. You know, as far as me go, I think after Spider-Man 2, everything goes downhill from here.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Okay, it does, okay?
Which,
everything goes downhill from here. Because, well, I mean...
Which we're going to start in a minute.
You see, Spider-Man 3 was a disappointment, you know, but you see, I still as a kid... Again, now we're but, Spider-Man 3... In a way, I could enjoy it, but yet, again, we'll get to that because I saw it as a kid, but man, it just goes downhill. I'm sorry. It does. Anthony there, man?
Anthony, you have any?
Oh, never mind. So we're skipping Anthony then?
I still have the DVD.
Did it.
Hey, Sean. Anthony, what's your opinion on Spider-Man 2?
Pretty much the same as you guys. I love the film. Give it an A.
Any more?
Well, you guys pretty much covered it, but this was a big of a step up from the first film. All the others, even though this is my favorite Spider-Man movie. I remember seeing this movie. My dad took me to go see the theaters when I was 4. I loved almost every second of this movie. I remember being blown away at the age of 4 at the train scene.
Hello.
Yeah.
There's Brian.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was eating
Anthony,
food. and in the bathroom and just pondering the meaning of life.
Oh, I was gonna say you were staring at some pics of Scarlett Johansson.
Well, I did stare at two pictures. Shush. I did stare at two pictures of one was Scarlett Johansson, the other was Karen Gillan. Okay?
Let's all give Brian a round of applause, okay, everybody? Come on.
Okay, Amy Pond.
From Guardians of the Galaxy.
Amy fucking no, I'm talking Amy Pond. Okay, Doctor Who. Okay, I'm a fucking nerd.
I don't watch that show.
That's because you're not a fucking nerd.
Brian.
Well, how dare you,
Brian.
Good sir.
Brian. Ebony was speaking. Ebony, continue.
Yeah, hello.
The fuck?
Ebony, Spider-Man 2.
Doc Ock probably had to be my favorite Spider-Man movie villain out of all 5 Spider-Man movies. I do gotta say, I forgot to mention for my also the first Spider-Man, I loved Danny Elfman's score. Too bad he didn't score Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 is one of my favorite comic book films. I have a lot of great memories about this movie, even though I watched the first movie more when I was younger. Still, it's my favorite Spider-Man film. I know I said that already, but
I really liked what was it?
Oh, holy shit! I could be. Spider-Man 2 also having Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
Doctor Strange.
But it's taken.
It's taken. That was funny.
They did a great movie for it.
Yeah, like I love that left friends because they compare Doctor Strange to the universe. Actually, here the wild speculation with the multiverse thing. Why did they read Doctor Strange when you were the multiverse? He probably visited the Sam Raimi universe.
Wait a second.
That would be awesome.
As far as references go, you know, in Spider-Man 1, ain't there a scene where like Aunt May says you're not Walter Peter, that you're not Superman, right, or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh my God, crossover.
Yeah.
Brandon Ralph. Hold on. Brandon Ralph meets Tobey Maguire. Green that shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sean saying boo, eating some. Wait, Sean. So
Sean.
what were you eating? I want to see that shit. Show me. What were you eating?
Jesus.
Okay. Were they the? Because I'm wondering if I'm eating the exact same goddamn thing. Just have it on screen quick.
I'm
sorry.
Just take a minute. Come on, give him a minute.
Okay.
Give him a minute to nerd out about the food they're eating.
Okay, Sean. Okay. Just grab it quick. I want to see if you.
Food, God damn it.
Oh man, you got Captain America. Can we trade? Because I don't got Captain America. I got fucking.
Dude. The only way that would work is mail.
Oh man, Iron Man 2, man. I don't got shit.
Sean's got the whole set.
I was eating Pocky, you know, that weeb shit, like those sticks that are dipped in chocolate.
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah, that's
the typical. That's the weeb food. Anyway, can I talk about my Spider-Man 2 thing really quick?
Yeah. Oh wait. Before
God damn, Josh. We're posting books.
Don't be mean about my best secret of all time.
No, man, I'm not.
Everything secret should do.
Nice man.
The accent is even more amazing. My favorite part of the movie is the train fight with Spider-Man Doc Ock. I agree that. So the autumn sequence, the score by then opening once again amazing. Cliffhanger ending left me wanting more, and it was cool, and the acting is even more awesome. I guess Spider-Man 2, but that's a 10 out of 10.
I agree with Josh. Let's see.
I
agree.
Spider-Man 2 is up with. It's got to be this, okay? Ooh, controversial opinion. I can watch Spider-Man 2 over and over and over again. I can't say the same for The Dark Knight. It's a great fucking movie. But The Dark Knight, but I'm telling you, like, I think Spider-Man 2 is an easier film to jump into. You know?
Yeah. Because you get the first film.
I mean, it depends on what you're into. For me, sometimes I'm more of like, I love a dark, serious, dramatic film.
I love Batman too.
But when it comes to like what I'm in the mood for, sometimes it's a crazy adventure type movie, which is what Spider-Man 2 offered. Spider-Man 2 offered also was the first superhero movie, I think it probably was, where the hero just says, "Fuck it, I'm done. I'm done."
Yep.
And like
I think that was the first
Yeah.
time
And I agree with you when you said like what mood you're into. Like if I had to choose to watch The Dark Knight or Spider-Man 2, in fact I would pick Spider-Man 2. But you see, like sometimes with films, you're in the mood for something. I might be in the mood for some stupid action. I'll watch Transformers. Some dumbass shit.
The first one.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, probably.
But when I watch Spider-Man 2, once again you've got an amazing hero-villain relationship. You have another father figure for Peter Parker to look up to, who he ultimately has to fight and reluctantly fights. And Spider-Man is just going through this emotional turmoil where, come on, I'm sure we've had these moments where our crush is into someone else, and we're kind of a little devastated or sad.
No,
that's happened to me even recently.
So with Spider-Man, with Spider-Man, okay, so you see Spider-Man get affected by that, which is extremely relatable, where he just goes, "Fucking, I'm gonna live my life. Like I can't.
Yeah, I quit.
I can't now." Unlike BVS, this movie is showing Spider-Man being like talking to a version of Uncle Ben, and he's tearing up. He's like, I can't
he's conflicted.
Exactly.
He's like, I can't live your dreams anymore.
I'm Spider-Man no more.
I'm sorry.
Spider-Man no more.
And he throws it in the trash, and it's just like the way they treat it and the way it's shot and the way the camera pans down to the trash can with a Dutch angle. It's like, oh my God, like you feel the way it's done, you get the weight of the situation. You get from Peter Parker's actions and words that this is an extremely tough decision for him to make. And he almost has everything he wants except Mary Jane. Where he comes extremely close to having Mary Jane. But
it's Mary Jane is with someone else. He's with J. Jonah Jameson's son.
Yeah, but when you look at this movie, and then you see that fire scene, which I will always bring up, that Spider-Man in this trilogy is more of a fucking hero than Andrew Garfield was in his movie. Okay?
I agree. And he doesn't take his mask off that much. Hello.
There's one.
You want to promote the actors.
Hold on, there's one fucking moment. So
with the little girl in the fire?
Toby, yeah. That moment where he jumps in the goddamn building without his suit, not knowing if his powers are gonna fucking work, and most importantly, doesn't fucking care. He is going to die to save this kid, to save someone.
I've seen people complain about that and say it should be taken out. I don't see that. I mean,
fuck, no. That scene is the most important fucking scene in the movie, in my opinion.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I've heard other people say that.
No, I know, but I think they're fucking idiots.
No, yeah, they are.
When you look at that scene, that shows Spider-Man for who he really is, that he can't live this normal life. It is the turning point for him. Without that scene, he doesn't start to be like, I'm not making the right choice.
Yeah, it's all over the live action
to realize from understanding that he could have saved more people, that guilt that I didn't save them. Oh my God, I could have. Why didn't I? So then he becomes, that scene is the pushback for him to become Spider-Man again. You know, like one of the pushes he needs, you know, for him to become Spider-Man again. So then when you see that shit, and then when you see the MJ getting kidnapped part, it's like, I'm done playing fucking games.
Yep. And when you get powered back, that was awesome. Like, holy shit. That was amazing.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is such an amazing fucking superhero film. I think it is one of the best. It shows you.
It's a great redemption story, a great hero journey, a great beginning at the delivery, actually it picks up with the time, and everything as sequel to the right. Note the Hollywood writers, not the Hollywood nerds. Stop making sequels that feel unnecessary. This is bullshit.
But
I want my Dread sequel.
But when you look at like Sam Raimi, that was his baby.
Indeed.
That was the one where he goes, I'm going to make the Spider-Man movie I want to make as a fan. And he did.
Yeah.
Also, one of the best fucking movie license games ever.
I've heard, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been playing the game on the PlayStation.
The fucking best.
The PS2, yeah.
One thing you guys haven't really... Or what? The fuck?
I'm sorry. Do we want to talk about Spider-Man 2? I'm sorry, guys.
What about Spider-Man 2?
Do we want to get to the third one?
We're gonna
two more.
I want to say one quick thing about Spider-Man 2. One thing I love about it. Or wait, I don't even know what the fuck I'm just gonna be quiet.
No, talk. Dude.
Okay. I'll speak. So let's see. So one thing I love about it that is that there is a fight at the end, small fight, but the main point of it is it's the conversation between Peter and Doc Ock. I think that is the real conclusion and the real, because it's not like there's a big like, because we already had that like with the bank stuff and then the stuff on the train. I like that how it was just like more of like the words that Doc Ock was telling Peter before all this shit went down, and now Peter's telling he has to tell that to him, and it sort of redeems him in a way. So that's one thing I love about it.
He's probably a machine. He said it can't be stopped. Like,
but then the great thing is that you see Doc Ock's true colors come out.
Well, I'm not telling monster. That made me cry. That made me sad.
Well, because Molina, like I'm telling you, man, Defoe and Molina, amazing in these fucking movies.
Yes.
Defoe and Molina might be one of the best
villains too. They don't get put up there with the Joker.
If people want to say what Defoe would have been like as a Joker, watch Spider-Man 1, because that's how he would have probably been like.
Well, speaking of Defoe made the camera in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the great thing, the thing I love is that the idea of fucking Norman Osborn being the one that really sows the seeds. Like, Harry's already conflicted, right? Then he sees this illusion of his father, right?
Which
probably,
before you that was actually
Defoe's
idea.
Indeed.
Thank you, Defoe.
Yeah.
Because that scene is chilling as hell.
I agree, Brian.
Like seriously, he's like you see Harry's pain, like he's like dad, like he's seeing his father come back and talk to him, like he's like and James Franco, man, oh my God, like he's crying. And then he's like, where
brilliant.
Defoe's like, you know what you must do, and then Harry's like shaking his head, no, and then it's like, avenge me, Harry, and then he screams, avenge me, and then Harry throws the fucking thing, and he's like, no, and it's like, then he finds out
the enhancers,
he found the goblin.
Set it up so fucking perfectly, and then they added 2 more fucking villains into the third one. No, let's not.
Oh man, they wanted Venom.
Oh, God damn, that was stupid. Fuck you, Cody.
I'm gonna say this. I don't care what the fuck anyone says. James Franco will always be Harry Osborn again.
Yeah.
Did you steal my Live Long and Prosper?
Until Homecoming.
You did my Live Long and Prosper.
Gentlemen,
you did.
Fuck you. Fuck you, sir. Fuck you.
Gentlemen, we'll see something later. Should we give a wait, Emmy, did you have Spider-Man 2? Oh, wait, you're again.
Spider-Man 2, 10 out of 10. Just 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Oh, M4?
Yeah, it's a 10. Yep.
John?
Whatever flaws the first one had, this improved on every little thing.
Yep.
Nothing can top this movie.
I think it's kind of funny that this movie takes partly inspiration from Superman 2.
I agree. For me,
Yeah, I noticed that too.
yeah,
A little bit of it, yeah. Except that's it. Oh, that'd be...
Anywho, time to get to our favorite incarnate trilogy. I mean, if I'm in the worst part of the trilogy.
Okay, if you guys haven't seen my review of Spider-Man 3, it sums up everything I feel. I really think they had to set up for a really good fucking tragic movie here. The start of the movie is Peter getting every little thing he wants. Okay, the respect, he's beloved. Everyone is screaming, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, and Peter is happy as well, right? Okay. He's about to propose to MJ.
Awesome.
All this great setup comes in. And then someone thought, okay, the first part of the movie, prior to all the Uncle Ben, like the Uncle Ben killer bullshit, right?
Yeah, that retcon.
With like the stupid fucking retcon, because they already showed him dealing with that in the second movie.
Even the first movie.
Yeah, but prior to that, prior to that shit, it's really good. Yeah, it's a little bit upbeat and happy, but as I said, when you look at that as if it was a setup for when the symbiote comes in and takes all that hard work away from him. See, now Sam Raimi should have just gone as nuts.
Sam Raimi won Venom. Sam Raimi hate Venom.
No. But I mean, not Venom, but you could have saved Venom for a fourth film. They didn't need Venom.
They were doing the plan. They were doing a two-part movie. Part one.
Lame Avi Rod.
James Rolfe summed it up best. Spider-Man is the main villain of this movie. When you think about it.
What?
In a way, Spider-Man is his own worst enemy in this movie. The way they set it up, he is his own downfall.
Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. As much as I like this movie, here's been a good idea. Remove Venom completely. Save Sandman for Spider-Man 4.
Indeed.
No, here's the thing I would have found interesting, okay? Like,
no. Wait, guys, wait.
What I would have loved, right? It's like show Harry, okay? Show Peter becoming a Venom type character with the black suit. Like, it's almost like everything with, like, all these evil deeds that Spider-Man does. Like, say he's being more brutal to criminals. Like, people are wondering, do I feel safe with Spider-Man? Like, he becomes, like, a psychopath in this movie.
Holy shit, Josh. Wait, you over here want me to take Spider-Man 3. Damn. Anyway,
yeah, I mean,
but I mean, think about that. Like, if they did the black suit right, and then, I'm telling you, man, you know what the best parts of this movie are? The shit when Harry and Peter are fighting.
Yeah,
you know
that's awesome.
It was like the Anakin Obi-Wan fight.
You know why? Why that shit feels awesome? Because they've been building up to it for 2 fucking movies.
Indeed.
So it actually feels like a payoff.
Speaking of unnecessary payoffs,
throw some original planning into your life. The original plan for that was to Harry actually be conflicted on whether to either follow the Goblin legacy and avenge his father or side with Peter. But the studio's like, no, we don't want the Goblin. Just shove him into the Goblin suit and...
Fuck you, Sony! Fuck you, Sony! I hope CBS buys your film division because you don't know what you're fucking doing. You ruined Godzilla. You ruined Spider-Man.
You ruined Godzilla. Yep. Thank you. Brought that up too. Fuck that.
But they were like,
fuck you, Sony.
Throw in the most soap opera.
You also screwed up Ghostbusters.
Bomb on the head.
To be fair, they saved Bond.
How
Okay?
many
They
properties
saved
have
James
fucked up?
Bond, to be fair. So I'll give them credit there.
Oh, Spectre was boring. Sorry.
What the fuck?
Spectre
is
was awesome.
that?
I love Spectre.
No, you start on my Spectre, man.
Oh,
I love
God.
that movie.
I was bored.
Don't be
Amy.
fucking
Okay,
with my Bond.
so I haven't really said much about Spider-Man 3, but all I'm gonna say is,
Yeah, I
okay,
haven't
so
seen that
here's
yet.
Spider-Man 3. Fuck that. You just throw that to the side
I think it's like a 6.
and you watch this. This is my Spider-Man 3. Okay, this is more characters than Spider-Man 3 does. This is 90 minutes. Where's 95 fucking minutes? This is from the 90s cartoon. This has more characters, more shit than Spider-Man 3, and yet everything flows well. It even has J. Jonah Jameson's son, which they set up in Spider-Man 2, but apparently he just fucking went to the moon and lived there for the rest of his fucking life, I guess. I don't know.
They could have used him.
World sequels, right,
But
Sean?
like,
Oh,
the
bro,
thing is,
and you know what's so stupid? I was watching one of the special features on this bullshit thing, and I'm like, okay, so let's see what they got to say. One of the writers was like, well, as far as the symbiote goes, we just decided, well, what more do you need? It just lands on the ground. I'm like, you motherfucker, you dumb. I'm sorry,
That's
No, look,
That's
but look, the thing is with like Spider-Man, right? Like it's Tobey Maguire, and I really think Tobey Maguire, like if they gave him, you know what really would have been scary to me?
What?
Like you see, like Spider-Man really cementing to the dark suit. Have a scene where he almost kills Mary Jane, like deliberately almost kills her.
No, I don't want that.
Might
That
not
is a way too dark thing for me.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If Spider-Man 3 was a
I think that would be the
tragedy,
point.
it would have been
Yeah,
great
that's true.
because you're seeing that, like, no, here's what really would have been fucked up. Like, Peter looks at MJ and goes, I've been saving your fucking ass for years. No, always Peter saving
No, yeah.
Like 50 Shades of Grey, man.
You never get, like, he gets snapped. Like, Spider-Man gets fucking snapped. And the thing I would have loved to have seen, right? Okay, like Peter and Harry fight in the last scene, and then Spider-Man almost beats Harry to a bloody pulp.
You know what?
Actually, I did
And then
Brian,
that.
Brian, I think you have a great point. I agree. I agree with you. I would have loved to seen that, but I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. We got emo Peter dancing, fucking doing all this bullshit. So we got that instead.
We don't talk about that shit.
Fight scene with
Man,
Sam.
someone was gonna bring it up, and I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk because
It never happened.
no one can defend that shit. Someone try to defend it. You can't.
Gentlemen,
My asshole. I'm sorry.
I'll defend it. I'll defend it.
You'll defend it, really.
I'll defend it.
It's
Wait,
so
I'll
stupid,
defend
but
it.
funny, man.
If you watch this when you're drunk, those scenes are.
Well, yeah,
over.
when you're drunk, no weed, no pot, not you're all you're drinking is on a water mount. You're okay. No drugs. No drugs. Yes.
The problem with the symbiote is, you know what's annoying? You know all those pictures that we see Spider-Man beating up criminals? Instead of that being the jazzy montage, have that be the montage of Spider-Man being a brutal psychopath that started. Then you can have the public go, I don't know if I trust Spider-Man anymore.
gentlemen, excuse me.
Because
Can
he
I say
almost
something
becomes like a Batman character. You know?
Brian, can I say something for a sec?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Here's my thing about Spider-Man 3. Okay, Spider-Man 3, I signed Peter, I signed Peters. And when I signed Peters, I liked it. The more I thought about it, the more I got older. Well, I am old now, 20 years old. Oh shit, time flies. Anyway, like, I spent the video and I liked it at the time. But when I grew up, I really, this makes sense. What the fuck would it be? Like, they put the Venom on all the different red villains. Okay, Sandman might be what a good idea. In theory.
Despite the
not the retcon. The retcon was a horrible idea.
Despite the retcon,
and Sandman active
in a weird way, even though the retcon is like several steps backwards, the way they handle it isn't horrible.
It's not bad.
Like
New Yorker
I'm gonna
whole,
be honest.
it's actually perfect. It actually makes sense. It's a good I think redemption of Sandman. Granted, the Spider-Man video game I mean actually did go with Sandman. It's a lot hell of a lot better than the movie.
Okay, but listen.
Also, I think Dr. Connors should have had a more prominent role in this one. Like him, because the theme of it, right? The father figure characters in Peter's life. I think they should have just gone with Connors in this one.
Yeah, that would have been good.
And then kind of set it up for the fourth one, maybe.
Okay, listen.
No.
Actually, the fun part of Carnage.
Parker posed a challenge. I'll meet that challenge, which is to try and defend the symbiote in this movie. Okay.
I can defend the symbiote, not the dance scenes.
Listen. Well, neither Peter or the symbiote have any frame of reference for what a cool person is. So they're basically acting out what they think a cool person is.
Which makes sense.
Man, what
Tevya.
the fuck? What kind of logic's that?
Makes sense.
That
actually makes sense. Let me explain. Like, Sean makes a good point. Because people is a dog.
You defended the impossible. Sean, wait, Tevya.
Sean, it's like trying to defend, like, I don't know. No, you know what?
Like a lunatic.
You're laughing like you're high, and you said that because you're high, because no one in the right mind would say shit like that.
Actually, Sean made a good point. He did make a good point with the whole way.
Okay, Tavia, try to defend it. Maybe there is a legit thing, and I'm not seeing it. I don't know.
Let me explain. Like,
okay, you will.
I read more about examination of this movie now, and he had to make it wrong with OP. No, not to didn't say dance stuff. I know that, but outside of that, it makes sense because people know it. But when he thinks cool, that's what he thinks is cool, and put the black suit in there increases his aggression, anger, rage,
his horniness. He probably wants to bang. He probably wants to go full Caligula on Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane. Like he probably wants to become a pimp. So.
No purpose.
No
right?
reference to that. That's way too.
Was it Brant or Grant or what was it? Elizabeth Banks' character.
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks'
character. He wanted to bang.
He had a chance with his neighbor. He should have gone with
the Russian girl.
Yeah.
Damn door.
There's tons of options.
Peter,
come on, she gave him chocolate cake and milk.
Hey, Peter wanted to fuck Betty, okay? Because Betty was a little bit in her 30s.
Okay, guys.
What's wrong, Tavia?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
No, I know. I think Brian has some sense.
Yeah, Brian did make sense. Anyway,
Brian talks a lot.
Besides that
I know.
Scene, anywho, back to the old Sandman stuff. Okay. Now, Sandman, in my opinion, the little plan with the Vulture and Sandman. That would do the plan. I support that plan. Sony had the fuck everything up because this fucking Sandman with no plan. The no plan would do that Sandman Vulture, which okay. Since you want to do that, I'm fine. I support that. But then Avi took over. He fucked up that plan. That plan went to
fuck
shit.
You, Avi Arad.
Oh my God, Avi!
Fans want Gwen Stacy and Captain Stacy. Let's shove them into the movie too.
So no, it's like people want Gwen Stacy for years. It's a problem. Gwen Stacy. Look, seriously, never Gwen Stacy. Gwen Stacy in the comics is a two-dimensional character. I'm sorry, but Gwen Stacy is not that interesting. Like in the comics, she's not that interesting. In the movies, she's not interesting. She's only interesting in this show. This show made.
In the bonus features Spider-Man 2, they actually explained that they combined Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy into one character. So Mary Jane in the original Raimi films is a Gwen Stacy character already.
Yes,
they combined the characters in that movie. Which I'm like, yeah, I can roll with that.
Love that. You can imagine making more of Mary Jane. Mary Jane felt
at least in the new film. In Homecoming, we're not going to have that actor, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
If we're trying to say that MJ is a combination of MJ and Gwen, putting Greatest Spider-Man 3 is completely pointless.
It's completely pointless.
It totally is. It's shit fan service.
But oh well.
It's bad
I
fan
could take
service.
Bryce Dallas Howard here over Jurassic World. That she's much worse in.
3 or 4 seasons.
Oh God.
But anyway, when I look at Spider-Man 3, I see something that could have been amazing. For me, overall, the thing that saves this movie for me is a nostalgia red rose-tinted glasses. Okay? That is what saves this movie for me from being total shit. I can go back to when I was 12 years old. I still got all my Spider-Man 3 posters. Okay? Down here. Okay? I got like Spider-Man 3 posters up the wazoo. Wait, how many Spider-Man? Let me think. Hold on. Do I have... Wait, 1, 2, 1.
Speaking of Spider-Man 3, is that one that Spider-Man 3? Is this your Black Suit in live action?
Well,
Black Suit was awesome in this movie.
interesting. Like, Spider-Man 3 is like an anomaly. I think 2/3 of it, my friend Culture Dog brought this up. He said that 2/3 of it worked, but like once they get to the Uncle Ben shit, and then they were joking like Spider-Man 28 or whatever. It's like, no, Peter, here's who really kills your uncle. You know?
What the fuck?
Like they were like he was joking like how stupid it was. You know? But like the shit with the black suit, how they handled him fighting Sandman, the story elements, like him really feeling like he's not himself, all these elements work. Hell, even him and Harry teaming up kind of worked. Yes, it would have been interesting. Cool. You know what the problem was? The fucking butler. It would have been amazing.
Man, that scene.
No, you know what would have been great? Rewrite that to where Spider-Man, to where there's like a little bit of blood, like a tiny, tiny bit of blood on Norman's glider. Harry's got all this science shit. He scrapes the blood off, gets it analyzed, confirms it was Norman, has this like epiphany where he goes, and then like the reflection of Norman comes in, and it's like, Harry, you don't, and then it says, you lied to me, you know? And then Harry, out of his own will, you know, essentially says, fuck you to the Green Goblin, and is honoring Norman's memory, just like Peter was honoring Norman's memory in the entire trilogy.
Okay.
No, I think that would have been great.
Hey, Brian, all right, look at it.
Yeah.
You guys remember this?
This is awesome.
And then in the movie where Peter's like, I didn't want this. I did a terrible thing to you. I spent a lot of nights wishing I could take it back. You guys remember that speech? I swear, I think in some ways, that was deliberately put in there by Sam Raimi saying, yeah, I know, I fucked up. Studio made me do it.
Agreed. Speaking at the Goblin versus, what's the whole hate Goblin versus? Because
am I the only one that likes Harry's suit?
I thought it was good. It was good.
I don't. I know what the suit. The suit. Look at that set board.
I think that, you know what? Weird. The suit, and when I heard the costume designer logic behind the suit, yeah, he wouldn't like put on the old Goblin mask and shit. He wants to show Peter what he has created. He wants to be like, but you did this. You're the reason I'm the Goblin. I'm going to kill you now.
But wouldn't the better option to have Harold be conflicted first before he went Goblin crazy? Like,
no. But here's the thing about the suit. I think it's plausible that from Spider-Man 2 onward, Harry has lost his shit.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Like, think
that
about what he's going to do. He chokes out Mary Jane and threatens to kill Peter. Okay? He is totally a different man at this point. He is the Goblin.
After he began memories from
bullshit. In a way, he's honoring Norman. He's honoring the idea of the Goblin. But he's showing how much more ruthless the Goblin can be.
Which is why, in my opinion, I wish that would do it. Which is why I would choose the antagonist for this movie, because Harold, the main villain, makes more sense. Sandman
And it's
is
more
secondary.
fucking dramatic.
Yeah, it is. But here's my Sandman. Sandman you can still use. Use him as secondary villain. Don't use him as the main villain. You don't
Batman
need
can just
Venom.
be a dude that Spider-Man fights.
But here's my bonus. If you want the black suit in this movie, fine. Bring the black suit. But here's the thing. Here's my cliffhanger. Have Peter Parker face Harry in the same scene in same movie. They love that fight. That fight is awesome. I love that from badass. Like have Peter fight Harry up and they both try to kill each other. Have Peter grab the punch bomb and say, for the like, fuck you. He threw the punch on and Peter grab the punch bomb, throw the back at him, it explodes, and Peter leaves. Right, so have that same scene. But have the movie basically or if you want to get to it without have Peter be and in the church scene and like in this. Like have Peter basically with the church with the bell ringing, with the symbol screaming, and have the symbol basically fall over him. Actually no one's scrapping. Have Peter with the symbol traps him, and then you have that two epic fight from this dimension show with Peter finding the symbiote in his mind. And
Dude, I brought that up in my review. Have they done that? Okay? And I'm telling you, Raimi, as a horror director, that shit is right up his fucking alley.
It is. It was pure genius.
Raimi, if Sony had just said, do whatever the fuck you want. And like do what they did with Tim Burton with the first Batman movie. You know, we'll put some restraints on you, but you can go nuts now. Spider-Man 3 probably would have been the best fucking Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Have they let him do that? Also,
with the black suit.
I don't know about you, but if Marvel's willing to do it, I want Raimi to be given another shot. I want Marvel to give.
Okay.
Sam Raimi deserves another chance.
Okay.
With Tom Holland, it would work.
Okay, but Brian, listen. In the early stages of planning Homecoming, they actually did offer Raimi to come back and do another new trilogy.
Yeah, they did, but Simon being at that point, he said, "You know what? Fuck you, Sony. I'm not gonna do that. You screwed me over."
Well, you know what? Give Spider-Man back to Marvel. Have Marvel give Sam Raimi another shot, and let him do the Spider-Man movie he wanted to do with Spider-Man 3. Let him fucking do it.
Anywho, what was it? Oh yeah, have the movie begin and with Peter Parker, but you find the simulated mind. After he beat the simulator falls off of him, he block. Now,
Topher Grace is Venom. Why?
Yeah, why? That's.
Why was Eric Foreman fucking Venom?
I don't know.
Why was Foreman Venom?
Fucking miscast.
I don't know. I think Topher Grace was having fun with Venom, and he was like okay in the role. But maybe they should have
gotten some.
You know what? It would have been Edward Norton. What if Edward Norton was Venom?
No.
No, I'm just saying.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
No.
Incredible Hulk. No, before the Incredible Hulk. If Edward Norton was Venom, that would have been fucking good.
Oh, no.
Dude, Fight Club. Come on. It's the narrator with the symbiote on.
I never watched Fight Club.
You should.
You don't talk about fucking Fight Club.
Yeah.
Who the fuck talked about Fight Club?
Gentlemen,
but also,
we're off topic again. Let's go with
you guys.
No, we're talking about who should replace Venom.
That 70s show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you remember in the series when Eric goes to teach in Africa? Yeah, that whole storyline was written specifically so that they could write Topher Grace out of the show to do the movie.
Wow, that was promise.
Oh my god.
Fuck
that.
And then Ashton Kutcher left too.
They didn't cost me, yeah.
Because that really paid off. Oh, wait.
Wait, did it pay off?
Yeah,
My
but
spider sense
but
is
did he
big
film
one.
his parts for like 3 months? Jesus.
Yeah, probably
You
did.
know what you want? I actually enjoy this movie despite the problems.
Yeah,
I think
agree with
it's a
that.
6.5. I can watch this.
I mean,
I
yeah,
think it's a
you
good
know,
film.
I see
It doesn't
that
make me
there.
suffer like other sequels.
I fucking enjoyed it.
Good, but
Okay, we are going to get in a legit fight in this one now.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck.
Let's
Wait.
rip it apart.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
No. Well, you're
What about
going to
Anthony?
rip apart. I'm going to be on the defense of the Amazing Spider-Man 1 now.
Brian, wait. What about Anthony? I'm Anthony.
Boring.
We never got a rating.
Okay, for Spider-Man 3,
6.5.
I'm gonna rate the first three. Then do it. First one I'll give it 9. Second one I'll give it 9.5. 3 I'll give maybe a 7.
Anthony?
I'll say right off the bat, I fucking hate Spider-Man 3. Yes.
You do, so.
This whole
Yeah.
You had a
That's
different
it?
opinion than me.
Yeah, that's fine. That we don't need. Let's just get to the amazing films. So we can rip them apart.
yeah, I get the film a D+.
Well, wait. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, that's fair. I can
Josh.
understand your point of view.
So let's get into it.
Wait.
Wait. I never.
So,
I never.
but before that-
I just found 3
Okay,
a 2 out of 5 stars. Is it the worst of charity? Yes. Does it
2 out of
deserve hate?
5?
Yes.
Don't you think a 2.5
Yeah, for me,
is
no.
fair? I mean, it
But
does
here's
have
the
great
thing.
moments.
No.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I'll tell you-
There's some good moments on
say about
I'll give
5.
it that, but as a whole, complete disappointment. And the Venom fan, it's so disappointing. But as
I know.
a Spider-Man fan, it's an okay movie. It's not horrendous. I've seen what movie. You know what? It's still another movie. It's an average movie. Well, that's 2 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, a below average or above average. Take your pick.
It's below average.
See
It's
what
below
you
average at this point.
At least the characters in Spider-Man 3 feel like characters.
That I can agree with.
I agree
Okay,
with that.
now
Okay.
it's time to talk about
wait,
the
M4,
movie
what's your
that
what's your
was
Spider-Man
made.
3?
What was it?
M4. What's your best Spider-Man 3?
Okay,
Uh,
so
my-
let me talk about Amazing Spider-Man 1, also known as shit. Marvel's gonna get the rights back.
Nine.
Let's make a fucking movie.
Speak first. He
What?
hasn't given thoughts on Spider-Man 3 yet.
Yeah.
My thoughts on Spider-Man 3. Me personally, I really liked what they did with Sandman. The first half,
Agree with that.
like his
Agreed.
origin with the sand and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah, that
it
was
was
great.
great.
Yeah, that
That
was
seemed
great.
more like from the comic book type origin.
Yeah. It looks like
The
a short
one
film.
thing that was awful CGI was when it first did the close-up of the sand, and it looked really bad.
Yeah, good.
But when it brought it out to a wider screen, and it had the sand, that looked really good. And when he was trying to,
Reform.
hold on or grab the little locket thing,
Yeah,
that was great stuff. I enjoyed when he was actually in
that
the
was good.
in the sand truck. That was good too. But the point when he gets the black suit, and from then on, it just turns
It goes
into
downhill.
a completely different movie, and it turns to pretty much crap. And
I
I
feels like a different movie. This was originally supposed to be a 2-part movie until the studio said, no, just shove it onto one movie.
I love it too. That's my idea with pure genius. I want that idea. I just
Sony
haven't.
can go fuck themselves. The
Amen.
film studio.
Unfortunately.
They probably are right now. But
Ghostbusters was the last straw.
Okay, now, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? You know what time it
Yes.
is now? It's time for Unnecessary
Yes.
Film Series! Yay!
Thank you. I hate Garfield. I can't stand him. I will
don't
never
hate
see
him.
another movie with
Hold
him.
on, guys, I'm gonna say my thoughts first because
Go ahead, Brian.
I did a rant on the
Go
teaser
ahead, Brian.
trailer I'm gonna say the biggest downside. What the fuck was that costume? What the fuck
Basketball.
was that? That is, what the fuck? Oh, it's more realistic. It's more grounded. Kiss my fucking ass. That costume.
I say that too. They can kiss my ass too.
Yeah, the
Okay.
costume awful.
Now, what I will say about this movie, that I think for the time, what it was trying to do was fix mistakes or errors that some fans had with it. Okay, it has web shooters. It has Gwen Stacy. Although if they wanted to be more accurate, they would have had Liz fucking Allen. But ignoring that.
Agreed.
Okay. They have the Lizard, and the Lizard looks like he did in the Steve Ditko comics. The one thing I like about it, and I respect about it,
yes, now.
This movie said, we are going to do our own thing to a degree. Not the origin. Okay, the origin does feel like, really, why are you doing this again?
The origin felt way too dark.
The thing that I think saves this movie is a different tone.
It's too dark. It's too gritty.
Hold on,
darker, yeah.
Spidey is not Batman.
But no, it's not. It's not trying to be the Dark Knight. It's not trying.
How about
It
this?
is.
No, the
It's
movie's
not
not.
so much that the
my
movie's
ass.
dark or Spider-Man, the character's dark. It's the world that he's set in is dark, and the stuff that he's dealing with
The
is
world
dark.
is more
Thank you.
darker
Thank you.
than
Yeah,
it was in the
Night.
rainy
I'm like,
film.
what the hell is this?
Wait, guys, hold
He's
on.
not Batman. He's not Deadpool. He's not the Punisher.
Batman.
I want to rant on
He's still Spider-Man. The difference is the world he's in is
Freaking
slightly more
movie, man.
gritty. And yes, hold on. The shit that works well is the stuff at night. I think when they show him at night and he's trying to track down Uncle Ben's killer, that shows some shit with Spider-Man that I wanted to see in Spider-Man 3. Where he's like, hey, you like women? You like hurting women? You like fucking with women? Or I'm going to fuck you up. And it shows Spider-Man being irresponsible, not taking Uncle Ben's words to heart with responsibility. It shows that he is arrogant. That the power.
The problem with that plotline is dropped. It goes nowhere.
Also, before he gets his main Spider-Man costume, the costume he has does feel like a believable one. Just a hoodie and a fucking mask with some shades on.
That was fine. That didn't bother me.
I can
It's
roll
the
with
second
that.
costume.
The first costume's kind of fine.
Oh, shit.
That's an interesting take. From a grittier standpoint, and from a doing your own thing, I respect it.
Ready.
Tip my hat off to you, Mark Webb. You did something actually intriguing and unique with this movie. Now, let's look at how they fucked up.
Brian?
Big time. It was boring.
Tevya, what do you want to say?
In this movie, it's boring. Waiting for something to happen. By the time the lizard came, I was asleep, dude.
Oh, what was boring about it? Because I wasn't bored while watching it.
Here's my thoughts. Wait, I'm tired of myself. One thing I hate about the movie, the big one, is he never catches Uncle Ben's killer. That pissed me off. Because at the time then, I was mad. Because, what the fuck? You took away one of the best monster in the comic, one of the best thing in the first movie, and you don't catch the killer? Are you high?
Now, the dumbest thing they did was that they don't resolve that in the second one.
Okay.
I was mad.
Years.
Now,
Okay.
this movie had editing room
Can I
problems.
let it go first? Because I've been holding this in this whole time.
Let the hate
Rip it apart,
flow
Sean. Rip it
through
apart.
my
Okay.
son.
Okay.
Let it flow.
Looks like fucking. It looks like a fast food.
Good.
Okay. All the characters are not even developed at all. No characters developed. The dark gray tone, fuck you. Web shooters, accuracy comics, don't care. But here's the thing: is he buys them in bulk from Oscorp when apparently they're still in fucking development. So how the fuck is he able to get web shooters when they're in development still? Okay.
And it shoots a wad in his face.
Origin done bad because unlike in the first movie, Peter actually was responsible for that for the Uncle Ben's death. In this, no. Ben tries to go after the guy and gets himself shot. Great, Uncle Ben.
Yep.
That was stupid.
Secondly,
It is.
my scenes in this movie are gone. The whole thing with him catching Uncle Ben's killer, gone. The whole thing with that guy who says that Norman Osborn is dying, his death, gone.
Up front, let me finish.
Who wants to just re-edit this movie with the deleted scenes?
Let me finish. The whole ending to where Gwen Stacy dies and tells Peter to stay away from Gwen, yeah. Apparently, that means
No, you mean Captain Stacy.
It's Captain Stacy.
That's what I'm
Captain
saying.
Stacy.
Don't tell us when, and he does.
Okay, let me finish. When Captain Stacy dies, tells Peter to stay away from Gwen, yeah, that's basically, at the end of the movie, is basically Peter pissing on his grave, which makes me don't care about the relationship in this movie. Also, the Lizard, we can all agree, looks like shit. His villain.
Agreed.
Yeah, the CGI looked horrible.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I thought it looked okay.
Okay, let me finish though. Tevya, you're the comic book nerd. Say what you will, accurate to the comics or not. Villain motive, fucking shit. Wanting to turn people into lizards.
Agreed.
Why? Never explained. Oh yeah, speaking of never explained, his whole backstory or whatever, never addressed because they cut that out of movies well. Also, the parent storyline, don't give a fucking shit about it. Yeah, this movie's awful and I don't give a shit.
For me, I think the Amazing Spider-Man 1, like, it...
I was bored, man. You
I don't
cannot bore
think
me.
it was boring, though. I think, like, yes, it did take a while to see Spider-Man. Yes, the costume
It takes
shit.
too long.
But,
It takes way too long to get to the point.
I'd rather see Superman Returns. At least Superman doesn't take 2 hours to get on the film.
Superman Returns is awesome, you motherfucker! Don't fuck with that movie!
Oh, real quick.
Thank you. Thank you, Dark Boy. Thank you.
Okay, listen.
I'm sorry, John.
Movie's not boring.
John,
That's a
don't
long
leave.
movie.
John, don't leave.
I didn't leave.
Go back.
Gentlemen,
I didn't leave.
gentlemen,
Yeah.
we're going chaos. Sean, continue.
You're not making jokes and quippy enough. Okay, they apparently heard us and gave us only almost one fucking scene of it, and that's when he's terrorizing the guy, the carjacker. Yay!
See, now, I
Stick on the
kinda
cop.
it's weird to me because the thing that is now we can bitch about the edgy hipsterism of Spider-Man, and
Yeah,
this
the
is the only
soundtrack
problem.
just didn't help it.
Peter Parker, I mean,
It sounded horrible.
it's very weird how they did Peter. I mean, there were moments where he does feel relatable, where he's sticking up for a nerdy kid, and he's a photographer, and he's working for the paper. You know, all this shit I can kind of believe.
That never
And I
happened.
do think, honestly, Garfield got the short end of the stick when it came to playing this character.
Yeah,
Like, he loved this
I don't like him
character.
anyway. I hated him in The Social Network.
He,
I don't hate Garfield. I think
Dude,
Garfield good
come on.
actor. I think
when
he
you
got fucked over
listen
in
to Andrew Garfield and you listen to how much he loves this fucking character, he was a fan.
Anymore. Ha!
Dude, he was a fan. Guys, in defense of Garfield,
Garfield even said later playing the character broke his heart because how they treated him in the movie.
I agree. I'm with Garfield.
Well, that's
Now.
what I'm
Garfield got
saying.
fucked over.
Andrew Garfield was pissed off with this portrayal of Spider-Man. Like, the thing is, when Andrew Garfield wanted Spider-Man to be treated with respect. What was I going to say? Oh, hold on. When I look at Andrew Garfield in the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, and plus, to be honest, I think some of the action in this movie is pretty solid. And the one thing that I think this goes better than the original films, the web swinging sequences.
Yeah, because the effects are better.
I think, well, not only
I said
Fine.
they
for
probably
that.
could have gotten away with it in the
It takes
first
too
film.
long, man. An hour.
No, hold on,
takes way too
guys.
long. Point.
Ignoring the runtime, I'm also trying to look at the positive and be objective before I rip it a new asshole. There are good things in this movie. I think the chemistry between, I like that in this movie, Peter Parker just says, fuck it, tells Gwen I'm Spider-Man. Yes, it's a little different characterization, but it is trying to show that this is a different Peter Parker.
But the problem in doing that is but he's taking away from the moment.
It goes right back to trying to please the Raimi haters.
I know.
Yeah,
it's not
what
trying
the
to please
fuck?
the Raimi
Yeah, he
haters.
takes his mask off too much. Why?
Yeah, but he
does.
only does it. Yeah, but it's not like he's taking his mask off to like the whole fucking world. Like he only does it to try to help a kid. He's like, hey kid.
Thank you.
Right, but then he has to do it again with the lizard. He has to do it again.
He doesn't do it with the lizard. The
movie.
lizard takes his mask off.
I'm saying like you know, there's a scene where he's
Who's stupid
masked
enough
on. I'm like, what the hell?
leave a camera in the sewer that says property of Peter Parker?
Property of Peter Parker. I know.
No, that was stupid.
To be fair,
The lighting is horrible.
look, he probably thought he'd get a couple of shots. He underestimated the lizard, and he got cocky. Look, let's keep it real. I think to a degree, when Spider-Man first faced Green Goblin and Doc Ock, he was a bit cocky until they started to really fuck with him and show that they were threats. Like seriously, he goes up to Green Goblin and tries to deck him in the face. He catches the fist and drops and kicks him really far.
Yes.
So clearly, Spider-Man, when he first faces his enemy, consistently underestimates them.
Okay.
When he's Spider-Man, he's like, yeah, I'm Spider-Man. I will fuck you up.
But here's the problem with that theory. But here's the thing though. In those two movies, he had a plan. Yet he was cocky. Yet he made mistakes.
He didn't have a plan. When he first faced the Green Goblin and Doc Ock, he just said, fuck it, I'm going to fight them. I have to. He takes his suit off, doesn't know his enemy, doesn't know who he is, knows that he's killing innocent people, that he has to stop him, and he'll do it in the way he can. He's a fucking noob. He's only faced.
I get that.
He doesn't have a plan. He just goes in and tries to fight.
Yes, that's true. But here's the thing though. He learned from the mistakes. He learned the mistakes. He beat the Avenger, but he talked to them first. Not trying to, but you know what? Okay, back to Tatum. Here's my problem with Tatum. The editing. Holy shit, what the fuck is all the editing in this movie?
Yeah, they sliced it.
That's going nowhere. So the scene that was cut, one scene that was cut that was essentially like the plot that was important with the whole video. She was a true Peter. Come and get it. Where's that scene? That scene was important. That scene. Oh, there. That scene.
This movie went through editing hell.
It was. I forget what the scene was.
It was. Just like Suicide Squad.
Hey, I can sit back. Hey, Suicide Squad was stupid fun.
But you got half of it right.
Yeah, that was right. Anyway, you know what? That's a different topic. That's DC, which I don't want to talk about DC.
The film is edited, and it felt too long. Like the movie felt like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm like, I didn't feel that with the first two films.
This movie is so boring. Like, what the fuck am I watching? I didn't pass out. What's up with the asinine ending?
The movie kind of feels like
with the fucking frames and all that.
Sometimes the movie feels like 500 Days of Summer with Spider-Man thrown in.
That movie was not 2 hours and 15 minutes or whatever, and it was
better chemistry. Spider-Man 1 is that I will agree with you. The length is unnecessarily long, and it's not like it's trying to be a character study. Like
this film did it better.
Superman Returns by saying it's more of a character study of Superman. And Brian Singer
Ralph is a better actor than
that character. But with the Amazing Spider-Man, it's not a character study.
It's too dark.
Wolverine's a character study. This movie's not a fucking character study.
This movie is more of a less origin story than an episode.
Dude. Okay.
This movie
Superman Returns was a character study.
No, She Returns, I'll give them credit. It tried to do something different, tried to get to second, but that's different topic. Back to this
Leandro 160, who is that?
Hey, dude.
I don't know.
Welcome to our Spider-Man chat.
Yeah, I have actually been a friend for Sean for a while, though I haven't really hit the video, and I'm actually a huge Spider-Man fan actually as well.
We're talking about the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
On the show. Anyway, back to Titan 1. Like,
Yeah, you missed my rant on Amazing Spider-Man.
Can I get my thoughts down for a sec?
Yes,
If
sir.
we don't let Tevya talk, I'm going to get the Make America Great Again out again.
Anywho, back to talking one scene that did piss me off a lot, besides when the scene getting cut. And that scene was cut, and that's important. The whole sub with Peter Parker's parents. What
That wasn't needed. That was filler.
This story was pointless.
I didn't care about the fucking parents.
Neither did I. I didn't give a
The
damn.
problem
Yeah,
with
The
parents
story.
is kind of confusing, actually. It's like, I mean, I actually like the movie. I like the movie, but unfortunately, the parents are a bit confusing.
It's trying to be like Batman Begins.
Yep, Batman Begins.
With
But
his parents are like
Some
Thomas and
people
Martha
actually-
Wayne. It's not needed. It's just
Yeah, some people
melodrama
actually-
to pad out the
some
running
people
time.
Yeah, and actually, some people call it like the copy The Dark Knight, which is
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I don't think The Amazing Spider-Man 1 is The Dark Knight or Batman Begins. It's a prettier take on Spider-Man, yes, but it is certainly not a fair comparison to compare it to Batman Begins. I'm going to keep it real. I think if you're going to compare it to anything, I'd say compare it to the original Raimi film, see how it stacks up to that. Maybe if you want to do like...
I think, but to be fair though, I don't think you cannot compare it to like The Dark Knight. Even it says copy. Some people say copy The Dark Knight. I think it can't be compared. It cannot be compared at all.
Whoa, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on? Anyway,
you know, I just got back taking a piss because man, you guys are rambling and I needed a break.
What?
So catch me up here. There's a new guy here. Well, what's all happening?
We're arguing about Amazing Spider-Man 1. Now, Amazing Spider-Man 2, that movie I don't give a fuck about.
Wait.
Then why do you have it?
The movie's okay, but it's just
that's why.
It's not.
The
movie has a good score and a good costume. That is it.
Center of everything in these movies.
Let's listen to Tevya. Tevya, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Thank you. Like,
proceed.
Thank you. Before we get to time 2, before we get to that fucking train wreck, which I will cover that train wreck. What's that? Here's my Titan 1. Titan 1 would be an episode idea. I would piss. As Spider-Man, I would mad. But the ending, oh god, that cliffhanger, that ending. Oh boy.
That ending was bullshit.
It's like continuing.
What's the ending?
For something.
Let me talk about the end of a sec. Like, hit scene. Hello, doctor. Boy, about his father. Who was that guy? How did he get into the jail cell? I'm confused. Leave him alone. Like, I thought that no one. I thought that was Goblin. I thought it was going to go.
Off over about the ending of the movie, and I don't mean to interrupt, sir. Here's what pissed me off. One, I understand Peter wanting to, keep Captain Daisy's promise. I understand that, but you should have the fucking balls to at least attend her funeral, her father's funeral, to support her.
They were trying to loosely. They were trying to shoehorn a Spider-Man 1 type ending where he honors the dying wishes of a friend's father.
Well, he lied.
Guess what?
Yeah,
the original did it better.
Not a thing. I think it's like.
And he stuck with
Can I
it.
finish my point first?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Peter promises I believe Captain Stacy's like to stay with him from Gwen. And 5 minutes later, he broke the promise. That's like.
Well,
they
broke the promise like 5 minutes later.
But yeah, last shot of this movie, or almost the last shot, is Peter walking to class. Teacher says, "Don't make promises you can't keep." Freaking leans close to Gwen and says, "Yeah, but those are the best kind. You're basically peeing on her father's grave, you son of a bitch."
Yeah, that made me mad.
Oh my god.
No, that's not the ending power.
Wait, guys, hold on.
Yeah,
Let me show you a visual example of what Peter was thinking when he broke Captain Stacy's promise. Are you ready?
Oh no.
You ready for the visualization? Okay. This is what he was thinking. Give me the pussy balls. That is
fuck
why
is that?
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man was thinking, give me the pussy, mouse.
What the fuck is that?
Damn,
Please get that out.
Oh god. Damn, Brian.
God damn it! Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Well,
That's
the
like
Papa
a kind
Fry's
of-
too.
Eh,
All hail.
Anywho,
Who wants to get their thoughts on this shit movie?
Hey, Josh.
Ebony,
6.5,
Brittany,
Fuck.
maybe
Oh,
7, depending on my mood.
What's your thoughts on
Out
the
of
shit
10.
Spider-Man movie?
It's boring. It's mediocre. It's too
It's
long.
one of what movie I saw that year. I was pissed off.
Oh,
First film I
shit,
saw,
you
because
are,
not bored as much.
Yeah,
I
2012.
saw Twilight movie that year, and it was less boring than this, and that's saying a lot.
bullshit.
Yeah, I saw Twilight too.
Oh
I
my
saw
goodness.
Twilight too in theaters. and I
that
wish I
that just
didn't.
makes it more ridiculous.
Dude, listen,
I
Oh,
laughed
Why is
at
it
Breaking
bad?
Dawn Part 2. This, I was just bored out of my mind. I didn't laugh
Breaking
once.
Dawn Part
The
2
quips
just pissed me off.
weren't funny.
Twilight might be a
Oh,
bad movie,
Not my
but at
weakness.
least
All
better
night.
than this place
I'm like,
fighting
I will
werewolves.
admit that Spider-Man is no wisecracking, but it's only for like a few, for like once or twice. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it's your opinion. That's fine.
So, Anthony, what's your opinion, dude? If he's even there.
Ebony? Yoo-hoo.
Anthony, where you at, brah?
I think we lost him.
Brah! Anthony!
Okay.
Get your ass back here, buddy!
M4?
9
Oh,
people.
no.
Your opinion? I'm
I
sorry.
expected this at all. I was expecting maybe
And
like
for-
5 people. It's 9. Wow.
This!
Yeah.
This!
M4? Your opinion?
Josh
Tiger
always
1?
has technical problems.
Okay, silence. Let
Anyways,
Anthony.
guys, but I don't care what you guys say, but my opinion,
Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
reasons. What, Josh? I know you said Peter Parker is an asshole, but
Yeah.
to be honest with you, teenagers are assholes. So
I wasn't.
Yeah,
The guy looks like he's
I agree
30.
on that one. I agree on
Hey,
that one.
hey. When I was a
Yeah, I agree
teenager,
on
I
that.
wasn't.
Jenkins there. I agree with Anthony there.
I'm an
Angsty and being a
continue.
douchebag are 2 different things,
Okay,
man.
guys, let's just let Anthony speak.
Yeah, Ebony's pretty getting late.
yeah, and also, I actually do like the new suit in this film. I actually really do like it. It's sort of different for what, because this is what I did like about the first Raimi Spider-Man film. We didn't see him make his suit. We actually saw Peter make his suit. Like, I thought in the first film he felt like he got the suit from right out of his ass, but we saw him like.
Personally, in my opinion, I don't care about
get the
that.
lens,
It
make it-
looked at the in the comics.
This is me reacting to Anthony's opinion.
Sugar.
How dare you have a different opinion than me? That triggers me hard. I'm so triggered.
Ebony,
Oh.
continue.
Also,
I'm gonna keep this up.
I actually did like Emma Stone a lot as Gwen Stacy. She was actually
She's actually great. She's
She-
actually great.
She would
Yeah,
not get
yes.
fun as
Way
She's
better
great.
than-
She's great.
Character.
She in the
I
fucking
refer you
like,
back
the
to
movie.
this
The whole movie
screen.
wasn't that of a good thing, unfortunately.
Okay, Anthony,
She
I'll
would
say
not
one.
get
He gives a good performance for a shit character
agreed.
who gets even shittier.
Ebony.
people.
You know what the problem is to me? I don't
No.
mind Gwen, being on par with Peter. The moments where she's better than Peter are what annoy the fuck out of me. That is fake ass feminism. That is pseudo fucking
No
feminism.
more
That's
feminism.
like,
I'm tired
ooh,
of that.
we're gonna be feminist.
Please
Let's make
not feminism,
Superman smarter than
please.
Peter. That is not fucking true. Spider-Man is one of the smartest fucking characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He starts his own fucking
The
corporation.
Marvel Universe.
Okay, he's a goddamn genius. You're not making his
Oh my god, okay, I think Brian
smarter
goes
than
too
him.
savage.
Fuck you.
Corporation
Brian,
is going to go
calm the
bye-bye.
fuck down, Brian. Brian, calm the fuck down. You got too
Wait,
You
funny.
told me to
Well,
calm the fuck down. I'm not calming down. I'm not calming down. Do I need to
Oh, okay.
refer back to? I need to refer back to this. Okay? You see the trigger?
Brian,
I'm triggered. I'm so triggered right now.
Movie.
It's triggered.
Brian, it's getting late. There we go.
Savagely.
Yeah, let's just get to the second one, rip it apart, and let's move on.
Yeah, let's get can you name a Titan 1 for a sec? Here's my name of Titan 1. 0. 0 out of 5 stars. Titan 1 when we're playing us 20 row. I hate the movies when we suck. It's too dark, too gritty. Trying to inspire you, Eddie. Fuck the Jordan.
M4, what was that 3 out of?
This is for Amazing Spider-Man 2. 3 out of 10.
Okay, we're talking about the first one.
I agree with that. It's
First
boring.
one?
Just
Yeah, I think in my opinion, it's a 6. I think I should give it like a. I think I gave the grade a B for the first Amazing Spider-Man.
That's okay.
A B minus.
that's fine.
So-
I mean,
so
it's not for me.
So
It's
it
not the
it had a
Spider-Man.
lot of problems though. It had a lot of problems. There's
Yeah, it was
certain
too
things
boring
I
for
don't-
me. It was just
Yeah, it was
there's
boring.
too many
I agree.
like there's just too many problems to be a great movie in my opinion.
Agreed. The cliffhanger. There's two cliffhanger endings. The first ending and the second ending was even more fuck you. But the second ending made no fucking sense because who's the guy with the hat?
Yeah.
Wait, how did you get in that kind of cell?
the
And
Mad
who went to-
Hatter. I don't know. I don't know who he is.
The Rain. It's the
Yeah,
man in
that
black
confused
from
me.
Halloween. Confirmed.
Halloween
OMG.
5, not the first one.
No, it's the
Halloween
man in
5,
black from
Halloween
Halloween 5.
Anyway, what are your opinions
Confirmed.
for movies
Illuminati.
on Amazing Spider-Man 1?
My opinion?
My opinion, B. I like the movie. It just had too many problems that kind of let me down a bit. Because
I did not see that.
I know that's a bit of an over exaggeration, but
Let's let M4 movies be.
Okay, I'm on Anthony's side. I actually enjoyed this one. Tom Maguire clearly is the best Spider-Man pretty much ever.
He owns that.
best Spider-Man ever is Tom Holland. Yeah, I know.
In
We'll see what he can do.
the 15 minutes that you've seen of Tom Holland?
Sorry.
15 minutes? Okay.
So,
Come on.
he's only 30
Come on.
minutes in the movie.
Aunt May.
Whatever, don't give a shit.
Aunt May in Civil War was better than Tom Holland, so, you know.
Yeah, I know. That's Civil War is amazing, but Tom Holland was one of the best parts of it. No.
Anyway,
M4 speed.
Okay.
Before we continue.
This was a good stepping stone for Emma Stone, but she's been, no pun intended there. Oh, shit. But I did enjoy her in like other movies. I liked Uncle Ben and Aunt May in this one a whole lot better than the original trilogy.
Nah, I like.
You got some good playable actors.
I like Aunt May. Uncle Ben.
Whoa!
It might be
Please.
Uncle Ben.
Shots fired.
It's not.
Shots fired.
I mean, it's a different
Brian.
version of Uncle Ben.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's not really as good as the
original actor.
Who's the actor who played Uncle Ben?
You don't
in
fuck with
the
Cliff
Spider-Man movie?
Robinson.
Was it Cliff Robertson?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, Cliff
Yeah,
Robinson.
okay, let's
Cliff
let M4 movies finish his thoughts, though.
All right. The music was actually really good, but it doesn't touch Danny Elfman's
Yeah.
soundtrack.
The score's okay. Sadly, James.
I enjoyed the web slinging.
Yep.
I kind of enjoyed the mechanical webs, kind of.
Web shooters.
It did have the element that if he ran out of web shooters, then he was out of luck, you know.
Indeed.
I mean, I'm happy to see like the mechanical web shooters, but unfortunately, the way it builds so fast. I mean, I think it would have been like the first Iron Man, you know, when Tony Stark like took his time on how he built like his armor, but and I thought they're gonna do the exact same thing to the movie at the main Spider-Man when the movie will have mechanical web shooters, and unfortunately then.
Why is the actress who plays Aunt May in Civil War so fucking hot?
It's only Liz.
Why is she so damn hot? Total fucking milk.
Gentlemen.
Hey, watch her in The Wrestler, man.
Tomei
She's a stripper in The Wrestler.
Gorgeous woman.
Gentlemen, we need
She's always
speeding up. It's getting late, and I need.
Yeah, let's just do the second one. Talk about Homecoming, and then we can go home.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you about the second one. Let me tell you about that shit. Let me tell you about when I first saw that shit. The only time I saw that shit. I want to rant. I need to rant really quick. I'm going to say some shit. I have tried rewatching that fucking movie.
Parker never got his thoughts. Sorry to do it, but Parker, your thoughts?
Well, judging by
Parker?
yeah, I was kind of gone there. I was just I don't know, I couldn't really find a place to jump in, but you know, my thoughts, man. Let's see here. You know, like I agree with everything earlier Brian said. All the good stuff that you know, there are good stuff. You know, I mean, you can't deny that everything, or I mean, you can't say everything in this film is just shit. But you know, you know, there are good elements. There are some stuff that they fucked up on, but
there's those small elements.
See, I never even really talked about any of these films, to be honest.
Yeah.
Me neither.
But
yeah, sorry about that, guys.
you know, but no, it's fine. But as far as this one goes, I mean, just judging at his own and not comparing it to Sam Raimi's stuff or Came Too Soon or whatever the fuck. Just judging it on its own as a film. It's not terrible. It's not like, you know, worst superhero films of all time. It's not. It's.
I don't feel it works.
No, it's nowhere near.
It's not great either. You see, like here, you know.
Obviously, it's not great, but it's not worse. That's just
you know, it's decent. Like, I mean, I can watch it. It's not like unwatchable, you know, unwatchable or any of that shit. You know, I mean, there's positives and, you know, some, you know, issues I have with the film, but just kind of wrap it up. You know, it is above average. I would say probably 6, 7 out of 10, probably for me. I never gave scores for the first 3 films. I'll just say the scores quick and then we can move on. The first film I would say would be an 8.5, and then Spider-Man 2 would be a 9.5, and then Spider-Man 3 would be a 6, and then this would be again a 7. So
Understandable.
We get on to the one. The one.
Ebony,
that
your score?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Tevya.
Ebony, your scores?
I think for me, I'll give it a B. It's a good,
B plus?
film. No, it's not B plus. It's just a B. That means it's good. It's just good. That's it. Really.
Ebony, your score for Tasm?
A minus. And I said it. There, I said it.
it's empty.
Wow.
My friend,
Alright. Wait.
I'm sorry, but
Brian, that's Brian's turn. Brian's turn.
In the immortal words of our great president, wrong. Wrong.
Here's my score.
Wrong. You're allowed to have your opinion, but in the immortal words of Donald Trump, wrong.
Sorry. This movie can go to fucking hell.
Alright, I'm just trying to be over the top and funny. I wonder
This
if
movie can go right in hell.
Damn it.
Anyway, now, let's
what are we deciding to?
divisive as fuck. Let me say something about this fucking movie. Okay, let's set up a dark, gritty tone for the first one. Let's throw that out the window, cause fucking sympathy, I guess. Let's go bright, hard, and funny. You established dark, gritty tone. You can't go back to Raimi. You don't do this. Raimi is gone. Fuck you. Second. Okay. This fucking movie. Okay. I was like, okay, maybe it's not going to be horrible. Maybe it's going to be okay. You know what pissed me off? This Spider-Man is an incompetent shithead. Peter Parker in this movie is a schmuck. Holy hell!
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Brian.
I saw that on my dad's computer, and I hated it every second.
Here.
Okay, let me get on to this. Okay, when I'm watching this movie, when I see this movie, and Peter fucking Parker, supposed to be smart genius guy, Peter Parker, oh wait, no he's not, because his blonde girlfriend is smarter than him for some dumbass reason. Damn, pseudo-feminism, I guess. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
we watched this movie, let's look at a fucking YouTube video to like, fight fucking Electro? Like, no! Let's not show Peter learn from his mistakes on his own! You fucking fuck!
Oh no,
I
I
haven't even
think
gotten to the beginning of this fucking movie. The beginning. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, the beginning. Like, who cares about the parents? The parents are kind of broke. The arc is not resolved at all.
No one.
The arc is not resolved at all with the fucking parents. Alright, let's oh fuck. I bet my time.
Fuck Soda.
Okay.
Jeez.
Good.
What?
As I was saying,
That's a cool hat.
Yeah, cool.
as I was saying with this fucking movie. Okay. Now, everyone bitched about the collateral damage in Man of fucking Steel.
Hate that
No
movie
one
too.
talked about the collateral damage.
That's one of my problems as well about the movie. Yeah, the collateral damage.
This is Spider-Man.
I'm one of
Flash on the window. Hi, Rhino. I'm Spider-Man Webhead. You can call me whatever. Venom punches him. I'm a killer. Why is Paul Giamatti in this movie? What the fuck?
I have no idea.
I know.
It's called a
He's in the
paycheck.
film for like 2 minutes.
Like, Jesus
Paul,
Christ.
you might want to
Okay,
find
third of all, okay, hold on. Also, what direction did they give Django?
Apparently none.
Django.
So,
Remember that name?
now, Jamie
I had to think about that. I was like Django.
Fox goes from
You made Pirates a complete mess. It doesn't really direct to anything.
when you watch,
It doesn't direct to anything.
you know what the problem is?
The movie is okay, but it's a complete mess.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Such a
It's
mess.
a
It's
disaster.
like, I mean, look at Batman v Superman as well. The movie was a mess, but it's not terrible.
At least that had a good Batman. And this had a Spider-Man that could have been used more.
They have one
No, I
good
think they have a good Spider-Man and a good
They have
love
one-
interest.
you know what pisses me off
One
about the
good
movie
thing with
more?
Time 2, I like with the suit. The suit was awesome Time 2.
The suit is probably the best Spider-Man suit to date,
It is.
to be honest.
Yeah, that's the best, I think, in my opinion.
Okay? The way he acts with Aunt May, the way he fucking acts with Gwen, okay? Peter Parker, as I said, you know, in my Amazing Spider-Man 2 rant, I said Peter Parker was such a fucking dumbass. But I never alluded to why he's such a fucking dumbass comparatively to his counterpart in the Raimi films. You know what they did in the Raimi films?
I cared about me.
He matched Doc Ock's level of intelligence, okay, in the second one, back and forth, the dialogue, they're talking about the fusion reactor, how it's gonna work. Peter even points out the flaw, you know, showing that he's a fucking genius.
Exactly.
In this fucking movie, he looks up motherfucking YouTube videos. Downright Venom. Why is Peter Parker?
The thing is, that whole web mechanical thing.
This is Peter Parker, and I repeat, Peter fucking Parker, in a way, is relatable, but at points, Peter Parker, when it comes to intellect, is what you wish you would be. Okay?
Yeah, the only. I don't think the only thing
you're telling me
intellect that is like the whole big search thing. That's the only thing.
Brilliant web shooters, okay? These web shooters. You're telling me the same Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I fucking hate this.
I got something to add about his stupidity. How about when Gwen Stacy calls him up like 6 months later and says, "Hey, I want to meet you," and then he walks across the street in the middle of freaking rush hour, and behind him you hear like 3 or 4 cars getting in a car accident. It's like, what the hell, man? You know?
What the fuck?
No, but that's the
Wait,
thing.
what the fuck am I watching? This is Spider-Man, the romance movie.
In the beginning of this movie, you know what? I don't understand at all how anyone can tell me with a straight face. There was a kid, okay, who said, yeah, this movie is better than Spider-Man 2. You are an idiot!
No, they're higher than a kite. I'm sorry.
You are a fucking idiot if you think
No, that movie had 1 villain. This has 3 of them, and
Yeah,
1 that
yeah,
died.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
You don't piss me off.
And it has Norman Osborn died.
The second one is a clusterfuck.
You know what? This movie has Jamie fucking Foxx, Jamie Foxx, Chris Cooper, Dan DeHaan, Sally Field, amazing fucking actors and actresses.
Yeah, that's one of the best movies.
On earth
It's
do
actually
you
really
waste actors of this fucking caliber? What kind of talentless hack do you have to be to ruin that?
The idiot
Sony.
is Sony.
Okay.
Sony fucked them. We're watching this video. Sony sucks, by the way. So stop.
Hey! They make good game consoles. And
Yeah.
They make good electronics. They can't make good movies anymore.
Exactly.
They can't.
Yeah, they can't. Back then, around Spider-Man 2, they can't.
I won't disagree with Josh on one thing. Josh said Dan DeHaan sucked. No. I'm going to defend Dan DeHaan's Harry. He's not as fleshed out as James Franco. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree on that one. I think James DeHaan's Harry is actually great. Actually, I think it's great. Unfortunately, his Green Goblin, however, fuck me. Fuck that Green Goblin, honestly.
Hey, it's coming to Open Goblin.
And like the way they do it too, okay? It's like
He looks like
a genetic curse, and then it's like Gwen Stacy. Like, you know what? Like, I'll admit, when I first saw that movie, I cried because you know what pisses me off about that movie more than this,
What?
more than Spider-Man 3. That movie was showing potential at the end. The end of the fucking movie, it starts to get good. What the actual
Wait, which
fuck?
ending?
I'm going to say this. Towards the end of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, after Gwen dies, it starts to feel like a good fucking movie. Authentic. It feels real. Peter Parker's struggle feels legitimate.
Yeah, that's what happened in Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that's the thing we absolutely love. One of the things we absolutely love about
Okay, can I get my thoughts out, or Brian, you still talking?
Do you want to know my final verdict? I'm going to say my final rating.
Yeah, final verdict.
Yeah, just say
Spider-Man 2. You ready for it? You want to see my rating? You want to see my rating?
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
It's a fuck you.
It's probably
be quiet. Sean, you ruined it, you bitch. Hold on. Oh, I love this one. Hold on.
Hey, Brian, what's worse, Amazing Spider-Man 2 or Batman and Robin?
I think
Batman and
Obviously,
Robin.
the Amazing Spider-Man 2, Batman and Robin is a fucking cancer.
Batman and Robin is worse, I think, because that movie had more
That's my
potential,
rating.
and this was.
That's my rating. No, you know what? I can't say that. I can't say that.
Johnson.
I think it's a 4.5 because it showed potential, but it wasted it.
Okay.
It really wasted it.
Yeah, especially with the trailers. The trailers made it look like it's gonna be the best movie ever. Unfortunately, yeah. Even actually, one of my friends actually was so overhyped about that movie, and when he says everything is gonna be right, and then when he watches it, he thinks it sucks.
Can I speak now?
It got too overhyped. That's the thing about
Don't you
way too overhyped.
Don't fuck with my Jyn Erso.
Gentlemen.
I asked Jyn Erso.
Sequel than Amazing Spider-Man 2. This did it right.
Oh, for God's sake.
Right here. Right in your face, Sony.
You're sick.
Yeah, bitch, yeah. Yeah, Captain America Soldier obviously destroyed
go
me,
on.
Spider-Man 2 in every way. Fuck.
Gentlemen, order.
And also,
Hey,
Order
where
the
did
fucking glory.
Parker go?
and also, I think
Okay, so you have any?
I think Disney also is trying to get Spider-Man back. I think around a few months after Spider-Man 2 was released, and then basically, so Marvel offers Sony to like work together, and then they're like, no, we don't want work doing like that.
Leandro,
Yeah, what? Yeah,
gentlemen, let Sean speak.
Yeah.
Or I will mute you. I have the power of mute. Anyway, as much as people want to say this is bad and possibly the worst Spider-Man movie, if you think that, I beg you, please watch this piece of shit.
I have watched it so many times.
Spider-Man 3 is worse than the Spider-Man 2 movie.
Okay,
No, we're going to do it for worse.
Spider-Man 3 they have, too many villains, overly packed plots, shoved into it.
Pretty much.
Worse.
The Spider-Man 2 is pretty much the new Okay, right, sorry about that.
Let me speak. Okay, first, you have a villain who's basically mixed up Jim Carrey's Riddler, Dr. Manhattan, and the fucking powers of Julian McMahon's Dr. Doom, for God's sake. Then, Osborn, and they rushed Harry Osborn.
And he looks like a Sith Lord from Star Wars.
Yeah, he does.
Just that way. Played by Dane DeHaan, who I'm sure is a great actor. I got nothing against him, but he was given
Chronicle's good.
He was rushed in this
They're
movie.
not a good actor.
And now I do him one movie to get him in here. Also, the whole relationship between Peter and Gwen didn't give two shits about it because the way the last movie ended. Let's see. Paul Giamatti, why were you fucking in this movie? Parent storyline gave no shits about it because say what you will about Man of Steel, at least they gave an interesting reason for why Clark was couldn't be around Kryptonite. Then again, they fucked that up in BVS.
Kryptonite?
I mean, as much as I like
What are you talking about?
Go with me on this one, Tevya. But the whole idea of them explaining how Peter's able to survive the spider bite, yeah, I'll take Man of Steel's explanation over this movie. Thank you very much.
Man of Steel actually made more sense than this trailer.
But then they kind of fucked it up in BVS. I haven't thought vulnerable to it.
Yeah, they did fuck that one up.
But yeah, the overly set up on Sinister Six. Why?
It's pointless.
They like did a cliffhanger for the Sinister Six movie, and basically it failed. I know he's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen at all.
Just a little fucking convenient how everything just seems to tie in to Oscorp.
Yep. Wait, Oscorp had the Oscorp. Dr. Albert had the Oscorp. What had the Oscorp?
To be honest.
Everything had the Oscorp.
To those of you who said you cried when Gwen Stacy died, I'm like, I didn't care.
I didn't. I didn't care either.
I didn't care at all.
It's not the ending of the movie anyway, so.
Yeah, it's the ending. I was just done with the movie. I couldn't take it anymore.
The first minute German. What line of dialogue was absent?
Which great power and great responsibility?
Yeah, but here's the kicker. His father says that in a fucking deleted scene.
Well, yeah, he does say that.
That's making kind of frustrating, but at the same time, it is understandable because they don't want to get like his dad appear out of nowhere. Like if they let that scene in the movie, that will make people making questions in their head.
This. As much as I hate this fucking movie, they should have ended it with Gwen's death. I'll say that.
They did.
Yeah, agree.
They didn't end it.
Agree.
This movie is
another ending
with Gwen's death. But here's the thing: is this movie's shit. We all know it's shit, and let's acknowledge it as such.
It's one of the worst movies of 2014, and I would piss myself.
It was.
I dropped the money.
Not the absolute worst, but it was in like my top 10 worst.
And here's the thing.
It's on my top 10 worst too. Sure, that's what I feel too.
Where would you rank it? Like around number 8 or 9? You know.
Like what? As far as
number 3.
As far as all Spider-Man movies, it's I don't know really.
And she didn't even like that movie. I got a free ticket when I bought this. That free ticket was perfect.
Another thing, how the fuck does Harry know how to fly the glider?
I don't know.
Oh,
They never explain
yeah,
it.
no idea
Convenience.
whatsoever. No
I mean,
idea
Do you think the
whatsoever.
character that were wasted?
They would
Black
do-
Cat wasted.
they would
Yeah,
do-
I didn't care for the character anyway.
Wow, what a fucking waste.
Yep. They wasted Black Cat, and they wasted basically one with the electro.
Norman Osborn in the last movie saying, Norman Osborn is dying. You must give him this cure. But yet we only see him maybe one scene.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's the only scene we ever do behind Green Goblin.
I understand.
Like, out of three, look at the, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show where the glider is. Oh, for God's sake, where-
I mean, I can understand them not wanting to repeat the progress or performance enhancers from the Raimi movies. I can understand that one. But they contrived this bullshit illness. I think I remember it's something hyperplasia or something. Whatever, I don't even remember it.
Old Goblin.
Yeah, I don't even remember the disease because these members of movies I don't even remember this at all.
What is this, man? Oh,
But yeah, isn't it a little odd that it took Norman maybe 50 years to die from the disease, yet Harry has like literally no time?
yeah, even at
Yeah,
the
Consistency, what's that?
I believe like I believe they took like they took
You remember me saying how they rushed Harry's arc just to kill Glenn?
they completely rushed it. They just didn't. There's like no training whatsoever.
When you have Norman taking 50 years to die from the illness, and Harry possibly doing it in a split second.
Yeah, apparently
Norman
can survive.
We
Can
can
die
go-
like the disease for such a long time. Yet Harry says he's gonna die. Oh my god! Like
Also,
honestly,
I have a
that's so
question for you guys. I'm not sure if you have answers or not, but if you're the chairman of the board, can you like not be thrown out of your company?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Really have the ability to throw Harry out of his own company.
Speaking of art,
Basically, Harry being in charge of Oscorp is so unrealistic.
Yeah, and also
John?
speaking of Oscorp,
So unrealistic.
yeah, they apparently care so much about their stocks and whatnot that they're willing to cover up an incident just to save their own ass.
John, quick question. He's not all that way, no, right? The Peter Parker, finding his dad's secret laboratory arc.
I don't
Wait, you're telling me 50 years that computer? Wait, how many years? Whatever.
At least,
Wait, that computer?
it's at least 20 years.
Yeah, in 20 years, that computer's still running. In 20 years, and the message has been sent already. It makes no sense. And why is that under the
That
lab?
doesn't make any sense at all.
What the point of that message? I'm confused.
This movie is by far the longest Spider-Man movie. At
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, because
It's too long.
most of them were set up for
Too long.
Sinister Six.
A sequel that never
Mostly was
happened,
about
thank God.
The whole movie,
Okay, listen.
almost
Yeah, it
like the
bombed.
whole movie is set up for Sinister Six. Oh my god.
As much as I
Sinister
love,
would be horrible.
as much as I love seeing Shailene Woodley as MJ, given Kirsten Dunst gave
I'm glad she was cut.
blessing, because Kirsten Dunst gave Woodley her fucking blessing, which made me want to see Woodley in the role even more. But I can see why they cut her
I
out.
would love to see
So
it.
fucking jam-packed.
Yeah, it was jam-packed.
It was
Even though
too
it really does suck that we didn't get to see her. We could every woman happy to
Too
see her.
many characters, just like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I wanted to cut
Everybody
her
else
out.
wants to talk. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah, I'll talk. I want to talk about that because it's getting late and I need to go to bed. But here's my thought on Time 2. Time 2 fucking suck. What the point of this movie? This movie, like, plot point going nowhere. So villain gets fucked over again. Green Goblin lost in this movie. Rhino, pointless. Parker Bam, father, telling Peter about the message with Oscorp, bullshit. Made no fucking sense. Under the lab, pointless. Parker Bam, subplot, pointless. Like the entire movie make of it, and put the ending with Gwen's death, pointless. This entire movie could be already point. It's like they took 5 plot lines from comic and they slammed back into one movie. It doesn't work, and they took the story from Gwen's death and they fucked it up. to take from Max Adam. Fuck this movie. This movie fucking sucked. I want to burn.
Wait, are we talking about Amazing Spider-Man also?
Second one.
We already talked about it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Wait, we're done with the second one?
Can I give my rating? Anyways, time to fuck you. And thank God the movie bombed. Thank God since the second never happened. I am done with this franchise. I'm got Homecoming's coming out. And I'm done.
Fuck Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was an abortion of a fucking sequel.
Oh, and
it was a botched abortion of a sequel. It tried to be something it wasn't. It was shit. 4 out of 10. It had potential, but they fucked it up.
Okay, you guys want to know why though? Marvel is Spider-Man.
Why?
Because this piece of shit was the lowest grossing in the franchise, and basically doomed.
The lowest grossing of all time. Those lowest grossing of all time, and all Spider-Man movies is the lowest one. Yeah. Even Spider-Man 3 got more. Spider-Man 3 got more, and it's the toughest one. It's the most watched Spider-Man film in the whole.
What Sony had happened?
The Sony filed bankruptcy when Amazing 2 underperformed.
Actually, no, that's not true.
Yeah,
Sony had
this
too.
problem. They have like this problem, this financial problems.
Let me believe what I want, sir.
Here's the thing. Sony had Arthur too. Remember when North Korea they hacked them? Yep, that did help.
The interview came out. Yeah.
The interview came out. When interviewed North Korea, they got pissed off to hack Sony.
Yeah, the whole Sony hack.
No, they in North Korea. They in North Korea. They were saying
I think that Sony hacks thing was the reason why they decided to team up with Marvel.
Yep,
that's the reason why. Yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why.
They're doing. Look behind me.
Yeah, Marvel. Even Marvel actually had an offer to Sony, I believe, like a few years ago to work together, but Sony refuses to because they think they know what they're doing, but when they're not.
Silence. M4 movies. What is your thought, sir?
Fuck. Okay. Let's try to do some positive. Gwen Stacy's dead. And the final battle that they did a fourth of but didn't complete. But did we really need it? Probably not.
Yep. The Rhino one?
I think Rhino's suit was supposed to be like the ultimate version.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know.
Looks like a transformer.
Yeah, but it still sucks. It still sucks. It's good in the movie. It sucks.
But besides that, the movie sucks. So I give it like
it does.
I give it like a 3.5 out of 10. It's shit.
It's horrible.
I mean,
it was a big disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a massive letdown to most people actually.
I also heard
I got to see
be any worse.
I totally forgot that they showed a little teaser for Days of Future Past in the credits.
That's so much.
And you're like, why? You got Fox fucking Studios and Sony Pictures. Why are you fucking putting a great X-Men movie into a piece of shit Spider-Man movie? Why?
Because Webb had a deal with Fox that he could do Spider-Man as long as he put the Days of Future Past trailer in the movie. I don't know.
Yep.
At least that movie is confidently made.
Yeah, but Days of Future a good story, a good movie, and a good time story.
And it has
it's like all over the place.
Yeah. So fuck that.
FYI, I got the picture. It's loading.
I don't know the whole minutia of that.
Yep. Open I know.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
And why the fuck does Rhino have guns on his arms and shit? Those are new fucking guns.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my, that's
he's
just
not a
ridiculous.
Megazord. I'm sorry.
Especially when it's been when being portrayed by Paul Giamatti. That's just so sad, man. Like honestly,
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti, you guys know how great of an actor he is, but
Yeah.
in the movie he
Yeah, I
sucks.
feel
He
so bad for
sucks.
Giamatti for having like
I
5
feel sorry for
And-
pretty much Giamatti. You know, yeah, pretty much the whole team that
Yeah,
we do.
okay.
I feel sorry for them because of because that piece of shit studio Sony.
And how the fuck did Norman Osborn know, like, oh, he takes some drugs, and automatically he's like, oh, I'm expert with the suit. I'm an expert with the glider. It's like the whole.
I don't know.
His fucking character was the equipment. That was all. That was all.
And what, the suit heals them somehow? What?
Yeah.
Why am I the suit healing them? That made no fucking sense. And what was the point of the Sinister Six stuff? That's pointless.
Shoehorned in.
Apparently, according to my read, that Amazing Spider-Man 2 was supposed to start a shared universe.
Yeah,
that's why there's the whole like the whole Sinister Six, gadgets, like that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what that's why because they're next to Sinister Six, but.
Okay, you're playing time too.
Yeah, I don't even own the Blu-ray for Amazing Spider-Man 2. I only have it on digital copy on Vudu. That's the only way that I actually own it.
Yeah, I don't want
so
to
it's
own
like,
it anyway.
I don't even want it in my collection in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay, your opinion on time too?
It's a disaster. Ugh.
Yeah, it is. Your opinion? Okay. Yoo-hoo.
I don't even know if he's there.
Yeah, he must be broken. Ebony? Opinion?
Okay.
Apparently, everyone's been quiet. Everyone's being too quiet now, I think.
Yep. Ebony? Opinion?
Can you guys hear me or not?
Yeah, we can hear you. We hear you.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but anyway, I'm starting to fall asleep. What the fuck? So,
Yeah,
main Spider-Man 2. Let's see here. Best to describe it because I'm not gonna go on for hours or whatever. It's at the end of the day, it's like the mixed emotions and it's so many shitty moments.
Anger, rage.
Yeah, and but I mean, this is worse than the first Amazing Spider-Man. See, it's hard to say. I don't.
Suck to me.
Same here.
This.
No, I'll definitely.
I
think I'll definitely say it's not.
Yeah, it's getting late here, so.
How would you say it's an average, just mediocre bullshit film? There's a lot of fucking issues up its ass.
That pretty much sums it up.
And it's pointless, and it really feels even more pointless now that
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean that really is.
We don't have a third one, and we're getting a better movie in this summer.
Thank God this movie didn't make money back. Okay, it made it money back, but thank God the Sony hack happened. Thank God Homecoming's happening. Thank God Sinister Six movie's happening. Thank God 29 movie's happening. Thank God the Coast of movie happening. Thank God Avenger movie happening, and all that bullshit movies making.
I have a question. Did you guys see Brian's Civil War trailer reaction?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, if Homecoming ends up being good, a clip from his video will appear.
I want to. I want.
Yeah,
I actually want
I
want to know his reaction to Spider-Man.
Gentlemen, I'm getting way of time and I go to bed, so I'll try to guys like tomorrow. Like going on.
Alright, so
John didn't invite me to
we should end it then?
Yeah, we should end it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
join me.
since you're going to go now, where can people find you, good sir?
You can find my usual time Smykle and Jenkins on video on my Twitter. Oh, Brian said he's doing me. He said bye. I gotta go to bed. Alright, see you, Brian. You can find my YouTube channel with Spidey. You can find me on Twitter. Talk to you guys next time on the next podcast on something.
Tomorrow is
See you next time.
Yeah, part 2. So we have to make it shorter. So,
It's tomorrow.
Alright, see ya.
bye.
Bye.
Anthony, where can people find you, sir?
Facebook is my name. YouTube, my name. Twitter is AJMax2000. Instagram is Gemini Movie Eye. Snapchat is Anthony_draws. And yeah.
John, where people can find you.
I'm John. On YouTube, on Twitter, I'm Captain John 1985, and I also have a Daily Motion account and Facebook. So I'm John Ice, so you can find me there. This was fun, man, guys. It was a lot of fun talking about all these movies and talking about a character that had great moments, then he fell down, and then he's coming right back up with Homecoming. So here for him, for Spidey, and that we get a much better franchise than last time. So worse. There's no way. There's no way. They would have to go out of their way to screw it up again.
Well, according to the Russos, they say that Homecoming might outdo Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I need a good movie again because, last year we had so many disappointments, and not from Marvel, but from DC. We need a good Spidey movie again. We need one that could be in the same caliber as the first 2 Raimi films.
Yes.
And his appearance in Civil War, which is better than anything in their Amazing films. I'm sorry, 10 minutes, it was better than 2-hour movies combined.
Amen, brother. So Parker,
This was great.
Where can people find you?
You can find me at my house. My address is blah 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 blah. Just not probably. But no,
Okay,
seriousness.
now you want us to dox you.
Just search me up on YouTube or whatever, Parker Smykle, SMYKLE. People somehow fuck that name up, which I can understand. Let's see here. And then if you go on there, all the links to the Facebook, Twitter, and shit, or you can search my name up on Twitter or Facebook, and that will appear. But yeah, that is, or you can just go on. It's easier to go. And I'm going too into this. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. It was fun. I know kind of for the last hour was kind of popping in and out, but I had to go do some stuff, and I was getting kind of tired. I still am tired, but because I could have said shit tons of more, but I think
more time next
time.
But
it was fun with Brian. It was fun with all of us. It was it was definitely yeah. It was packed, and that's probably why I couldn't say a lot, but still, it was fun to hear your guys' thoughts on it. But Spider-Man, hope for the best with Homecoming. Can't wait. And
that movie's gonna be way better than the
I'm sure I'll like it more. See, I don't want to judge. Judge too quickly. But I do have a good feeling that I don't know about Spider-Man. It might beat Spider-Man 2. Well, I don't know. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
it should be good. At least it needs to be
because
good.
I want it to be. I want it to be great. I mean, good, great. I just because from what I saw, like from the trailer, was good. Tom Holland's performance in Civil War was great. So I have my hopes are up. So that's a good sign. But yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah, definitely.
And movies, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at M4 Movies, spell out the 4, FOUR. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, the Letterboxd, Twitter when I decide to say something.
Yeah, I
And,
never post anything on Twitter, rarely.
You can find me on
I
the.
barely post there either.
You can find me on Facebook with our group, Doc Sampson. I'm posting like tons of stuff on there. And that's about it. So, yep.
Oh yeah, and I just want to give a big shout out to everyone. We our group has reached, I think, 160 something members, or
Wow.
I don't know the exact number at this point, but
Impressive.
man, it was crazy. I swear, back in July of last year of 2016, I started it just as for like I think 10, 20 of us just to talk. It was just a small thing, and it grew to over 1,000 people, almost close to 2,000. I mean that's just fucking insane. I mean, I really do have no words besides those. How awesome that is. So I just want to give a big thanks to everyone out there. So thank you.
You are welcome. Yeah, you
Okay, we can end
All
this
right,
now,
guys.
so.
Have a good weekend.
Yep, me too. Yep.
Later, guys.
man.
All right, bye. Peace.
You guys can find me on YouTube, Better200591. The link to my Facebook, Twitter, and Google accounts are all on there. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. And tomorrow, Anthony's going to host the MCU Phase 2 chat, and hopefully we will have probably a big crowd again. So I'll catch you guys later then. Live long.
Bye.